What? Say what? Hello there. Oh, turn down that background music. That jumped up there, didn't it? Okay, down to 22. Background music down to 22. And I have 4 viewers. Hello to you. And down, what to 4? Down to 2. How about them apples? Look like Tintin for a second. Hello there. It's your boy, Tasty Cake, on a Saturday show. On StreamYard. Yes. Now, can't tell with the light, but that's my new calendar. I got one of those stocking hangers up there. Paid $2. But my little puzzle thing, which I cannot figure out how to do. My disability of trying to learn things so easily, watch the video, and then I get like to say, you finished the white, then you make the bottom tray and the middle. Then you start working on all around. Then you work on another side, and you work on another side. Like, oh, so many times. So I've given up on it. Just let it sit. I'll come back to another day or year. So that's up there, and my calendar. You can't see it now. It's March. Oh, it covers up more. That's in the drawers. Now, yeah, the big mess. There's not that blocking the TV. Because had to be some clearing out of stuff in the other room. So now that's there. That's holding a bunch of stuff. Now, you did see. I made a mistake. I did not know this was still available on Big Bad Toy Store. The Fleischer's Superman, which I love the best. Now, I showed Kenny, I got Kenz's Creations. He helped me work on StreamYard so I can do things. And then Paparazzo Dave Chapman did too. But I get to a certain point, I just kind of like forget what I'm doing. Like, I can show this. There it is. It's kind of funky. So I'm watching Kenny. So I got like 23 minutes in. We were talking yesterday about stuff. And let's bring up the comments. So saying, it's your boy. So Kenzo's Creations in the house, and Timescale's in the house. Raining again. I never heard that song. Something about Meatloaf had a song, Midnight. Some. I forgot. Mary. There we go. So I didn't know that Big Bad Toy Store had it, and I paid shipping on it. Like, I'm gonna open this on a video. I'm gonna make a video for this because Fleischer Superman is my favorite Superman. I do have. I showed Kenny yesterday when he was showing me how to do the StreamYard thing, to present, which I think I did before, but so many tabs, it just throws my brain off. Probably when the produce manager played a song from Meatloaf, I was like, I had no idea, because it worked. They put up some device which blocking certain words. So you say, "Hey Google, hey Alexa." I don't have either, do I? I have Alexa, right? I do. Oh, never mind. So we're in the office saying, "Hey Google." Check it out, people. Check it out. And you can't say certain words. You can't say "bat out of hell." You can't say "touch me" by Samantha Fox. But words like that. But you can say "I surrender to the spirit of the night. The darkness is my lover, and night's a pleasure. You can say, or you can't say Sexual Revolution by Army of Lovers. Love is love. You can say Crucified by Army of Lovers. You can say I'm Satanized by Ghost, which one of a guest like to bring her back. She will come back sometime, make her a co-host. Yeah, Pedro's co-host. He's host. So when we do tomorrow, Sunday, we're going live with Spill the Geek Tea. And we're going live Sunday night, 6 p.m. Eastern. And we're going to talk about the anniversary of Sliders. Well, if I'm a Samantha, she wouldn't be married to her best friend who also got divorced, and now the two ladies are happy together. Hello, Queen Bouncelia fan. I went to your page. You have quite a following. You're bored. Now, as with this mess, I still haven't found a place. I'm looking everywhere. I'm going to do a video of opening the Fleischer's Superman because of the Superman. I'll do the video about the Spider-Man with symbiote armor and the Spider-Man with Green Goblin. So You'll use that Spidey with the symbiote armor and display it somewhere. Might have seen I focused kind of a bit on She-Hulk. That I'm going to send to Kenny one day to have paint for me in a box. And like I sent to Corey, a makeshift crate. I sent him a box. Take your time. Because sadly, when you guys send me my stuff back, it's going to be stuck in that stupid Palomento, Georgia distribution center. So I'm going to do a video about that too. USPS, you suck. My package was supposed to have gotten here on my birthday. And now 2 days later, still nothing. So hopefully on Monday, he paid for overnight shipping. And it's stuck in Palomento because those dipwads, have no clue what they're doing up there. Ever since they started November. We don't know what we're doing. We just got those things here. Like when the Candyman sent me the Kit Kats, it took what? Weeks? A couple weeks to get it? To go from the UK to US. One day. But a-holes. That's a Snoopy card. Snoopy. I'm 37. Old man. Old woman, man. Sorry, I lives up there. I'm 37. What? I'm 37, not old. Couldn't just call you man. Go say Dennis, couldn't you? Yeah. My friend in high school, he was 16 when he had gray hair. It's like, what? Then he decided to stay back. He became a super senior. Now he dyes his hair black. Mine just won't die. Why won't it die? I missed it. Could die young. Okay, jump on it. I got through email. Entertainment Earth said I got some Funkos and I got Jimmy Neutron. I didn't order Jimmy. I did order Carl. And I did order Sheen. Hi, I'm Sheen. I'm Carl. Shut up, Carl. You shut up. Carl and Sheen. I mean, I had to order Carl and Sheen. Dang it, Bobby. Because I do. All right. Giggity, giggity. That's my thing. Giggity, 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 goo. What's in the drawer? Because I have this one, which I got from Grego, the time scale, sent this to me from Japan. And I was saying, well, that's the middle one. This one is on pre-order through Big Bad Toy Store. Of course, I ordered it. And so this one, the original, well, let's see if I can find this without knocking things down. I have my R2B&E for next month. Yeah, I ordered it. I could have waited for my best friend to send it to me. But like, not send it to me. To give it to me next March. I need to sort the TV display. I found this on the floor when we were at the Animal Kingdom. Some of the badge stickers were put in there. And it's like, this is when we're leaving. So some kid dropped their book. He said, you can just pick it up. I was like, that's right. I got some badge stickers already in here. So next time we go, we get the other badge stickers. Which would be another 4 years. Boba Fett. Am I opening this one? Because it only cost me $5. Excuse me. Thank you, Mary. I had a decent one kind of mediocre, and the weather changed, and then I hurt myself. It was yesterday because I was moving a 40-pound bag of dog food. And then Kenny and I were comparing because you got the heat pad on, and I do stretches enough to not deal with it. I had a grounding pad I sent to Orlando, but my friend can't find it. So it came in, but the site no longer exists. Like, son of a bitch. I got this key ring that Gorego sent me. I got to figure it out one day. But let's see, that was Friday. But Thursday, it was going out, finding out gas went up 40 cents from what I paid for 2 days earlier. That the chocolate ganache birthday cake from Publix went from $20 to $27. So I paid $16 for a small one. And between my dad and I, we ate in like 3 days. So it wasn't huge, which was fine. It was small. It's just this whole freaking inflation crap. Nothing changed. The original web store I bought. So he's pretty much mint on card. I kind of growing on me. But again, the only characters I have planned and will have is Fila, Big Bad Toy Store, Skeletor, because I want to put, you said, oh, look at the little bit being done, ding, 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 on the end, but I want to take the Skeletor, which I passed on, but I ordered because it's cheap, put him on this body because I wanted a Leo Toys version. So I already had that loose one I paid $2 for. I love She-Ra, Catra, Frosta. I think I ordered those. Sure no. I'm going to have Leech because Kenzo Creations ordered it, and I said, I was getting it for you. You don't have the money. Now I got a Leech, which looks pretty cool. It's kind of funny. But I got to get Grizzlor because I want to have Grizzlor. Do I want to paint the face to make it limited? I don't know. That's an option. But the Grizzlor from the sketchbook, and the Grizzlor from the animated series. So it's at least 3 of them, at least 3 of them to do Night of the Grizzlors and Attack of the Fakers. Like, that's gonna be awesome. And that Ultraman just went boom. Okay, let's bring the stuff up here. I know, and the sad part is, I thought I got it. I put it on a short buggy, but it just kind of like tore the right sides. I've been stretching. So I can heal pretty much. I wear a wrist bracelet. You can see my wrist is still broken. I just been trying to stretch every freaking day because the temperature change is really horrific. Okay, guys. What makes one of us? So I got this one on eBay because it was like, I said, "Do you want this?" I said, "Sure, I'll take it." And I'm pretty sure because it's both from Bandai. This is from Bandai Namco, and this is just from Bandai Ultraman Original. I'm pretty sure it's the same one, so it just doesn't have the cape, which is okay. No big no. Don't need to keep. Do need to have the cape on him, but I got Ultraman. Like I have Spectraman. The little figurines of Spectraman. That was interesting. I just kind of stockpiled like the gold belt Aquaman, which I just don't like this Aquaman at all. You can barely see his beard. And the painting, they didn't paint his collar on there. Like, so no. So if I get rid of this one and Wonder Woman all in gold, I did not get Superman or Flash. I thought it was too gaudy, but I got Wonder Woman. Where is it? I'll show. Miss Becky. This came in. I just posted this from Greg. Giggity is a catchphrase primarily associated with the character Glenn Quagmire from the animated show Family Guy. It uses to express excitement or sexual arousal. Giggity, giggity, giggity goo. I swear that is the AI response from Google. So this one came in because it was offered, the original Superman, which I did not like because they could have done it. Todd could have done it, but he didn't. He did not do it. The joints were there. He did not paint the freaking boots. So I can say I have it. He's like the other Superman. But I'm not into it. I need a hero. I need a hero in the morning light. So the Masterverse one came in. So swap heads? Yes. If I choose open hero, I'm not much in a hero. Then the translucent sword, Peter Barbarossa has the custom one. I'm not sure if it's transparent, but it's that color blue. Barbarossa Customs. When Kenny and I were talking yesterday, I mentioned that part. I remember, but I don't remember if I mentioned the conversation that I had with Peter.
Peter.
Where's Peter said? I did the AI generated sticker with thumbs up. So thank you for the birthday post. I think I asked on your website about the special black hooded red skull Skeletor. Can't remember the name that you sent out to customers because we were waiting for stuff. And it's like, here's a gift. Like, cool. Did you have plans for that figure? Most welcome. And yes, I'm planning to tackle him this year with luck. We'll keep you in mind for sure when he's ready. It's like, oh, because not knowing. Most of us were. It just irritates me to no end. They offer me on eBay a good price. Now for the Superman I like, that was a mistake because I paid $9 in shipping, and through Big Buy Toy Store, I'm only gonna pay $4. Have it sent to Orlando with cheaper tax because in Orlando it's still like 6% tax, and here's 8% tax. Swans of beaches. I didn't know she was Welsh. She doesn't sound Welsh. Funny. She doesn't look Druish. Now, like I said, I have plans for, well, Sorceress is in Orlando. I want to do like everyone else does, use these beautiful wings I put on the Sorceress to have a proper Sorceress, which, they could have done this. We have the Origins, but Origins includes so many extra parts. As it was is day late, dollar short. But everyone may discuss them. So I want to make sure I can do it right as well. And watch people, whoever did it. Whoever did it, do. This came at work. It looked at me and said, bam. Golden Sriracha, Golden Sriracha. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Chicken butt. I could open up Mr. T. I mean, he's all crushed. But as I, oh, beautiful, don't open me. I got both Mr. T's. I got Mr. T from Masters of WWE because I wanted those accessories. Because he had the fist, he had the better version of Fisto's fist and Jitsu's chopping hand. I think I'm sure I sent those pieces out to Corey as well to make molds of them. He's finishing up on She-Ra, so I said, no, I'm not worried about it. Again, it's all stuck in a box and everything's just piled up everywhere. But Mr. T, because Mr. T. So I will open him. Just not yet. Come Monday, it'll be all right. And this I talked about yesterday. And I still got the candy underneath there. But sometimes I might feel like eating something else. So Mikey's. Oh, Mike's. This sucker costs $6. So I'm not gonna, I'll eat it later, not anytime soon. But it's like I talked about the goldfish, which is dill pickle. I had a couple. I was like, that hits you hard. Not doing it right now. Give me a second. Pausing. Pause. I didn't get the Hal Jordan. I did see him at Walmart. And I like Hal. I mean, I have the rings. I have the plastic rings from the comic book store. I was very happy with those. I had back in the day the introduction of Green Lantern Emerald City or something, and it had Hal had John Stewart, and they had the big old ring. This ring, so it was that's super special. I got one, so I was thankful for that. And then with the whole Black Knight, Blackest Night, Black Lantern rings, when they turned the characters to zombies, and they released all the rings, yeah. So I got them all, including the white one. So that was cool. Nice plastic rings. I may have ones in bags too, so that's gonna be sold in. Yeah, I will send you the link Sunday we're doing tomorrow we're doing specifically Sliders, TV show Sliders. And for the next 2 weeks, they're pre-recorded shows because the shows are very powerful. Mega J Retro did host a show about nerds versus geeks, geeks versus nerds, nerds versus geeks, part 1. And I would love to do, expand on that one. So that one will be available at part 2. I will send out the call. I do have you. Well, I will send out the link. Let's see. I let me see something here. I was middle of Kenny's video. I'm going to remember where was I? Where was I when? Was I when? Let me bring up on YouTube. Go fast. I'm going to. I thought I had you up here. Let me do that without the spaces. And I'm going to subscribe. I have subscribed to your page on YouTube. So next Sunday is a live show of Sliders, the anniversary. I'll be sitting in the background and see about Greg and I will be co-producing, playing around with that stuff. So I can do it. I just right now, just this show is just a lot of things going on right now. Okay, back to my birthday. It was okay. So thank you. My birthday was all right. The weather change kind of made me go, but not the greatest thing, not the worst thing. So it was good. Come back to work on Friday. Stupid customers today. Stupid customers. Got my notes here. It's not the greatest thing in the world, but I think I got a Superman. I got a Superman on my birthday, so I don't know where he put him. So I did do a show. Yeah, you were in the chat with Thursday. Yeah, so it was all around good because I did a show. But today, and looking at my schedule next week, saying, well, I can add an hour to my schedule tomorrow. I can manipulate next 20 minutes on this day and this day and this day. So I'll have my maximum of part-time hours. So I'll be good. She-Ra, I got to send the Kenny in the box. Oh, yes, I know. But, I'll watch some of your videos. I've just been kind of busy. And go from there. On here, like, I have to know a person quite a bit to work in retail and restaurants. No. Any type of customer service? No. It's just no. But I will give you Sunday Sliders. Next week is pre-recorded with Mega J Retro hosting Nerds vs. Geeks because he's the one that thought of the title and he made it happen. The week after, the Candyman, also pre-recorded because he thought of the idea and we ran with it 80s. So after that, the second week of April, we'll see what happens. I'm thinking if we don't have a topic, if we can't decide something within the first hour of 5 o'clock Eastern, an hour before the show, we're just going to run with a general topic episode and just chat. We'll do it for an hour. Keeping in mind that changes are going to happen. that if I do a long stream, which I will look at the clock, I'm going to make sure that I keep it under 2 hours through StreamYard because of limitations where it can be occurring because, Powerball falls in my lap tonight. Living trust, everything good, make sure everything nice and purdy and keep that whole fancy schmancy StreamYard going on here. But again, how gas goes up 40 cents in 2 days. Things just, and I talked about how, my package was missing, and El Presidente talks about where he wants to privatize the postal service. So that means the rates will be higher, but at least you know what's going to happen. Well, talk is cheap, no matter who said it. Everything fell apart ever since George W. Bush. But I'm saying that because it's true. I'm going to war. I'm going to add 3 more months of daylight savings time. It's saving time. Yeah, savings time. Watch me hit this. Watch my line. I forgot what he said. He was playing golf at the time. So I'll cover my picture with the Ultraman figure. The Doritos and the pretzels another day. But I just noticed the card was dinged. So, for $5, yeah. This shall be the Boba the Fett. I'm gonna cut the plastic nicely to use for my. That's pretty much once they added him to special edition. I think it was this Boba Fett. They did not use Empire Boba Fett. They used Jedi Boba Fett. So, because I had the exclusive one when they had that whole display thing, like, oh, kind of cool. And then these were like, and I went on eBay saying, what am I going to do? I want to have I want to set the Millennium Falcon, Power of the Force 2, because I basically gave away to the Intergalactic Trading Company all my Star Wars stuff. Big mistake. And so I got the Power of Force 2, which is the same size, but a nice paint job. And I would have all the scenes that we remember and the deleted scene from Jedi of all the Falcons the Millennium Falcon surrounded by all the scenes and inside as well, and have all 3 Jabbas using the original Jabba that was used, the special edition Jabba. This 3rd version was spectacular, but they didn't make a figure for that one. So I'm using that first version. The human Jabba, I have a box full of figures that's going to go to the man who has an eye for paint jobs. And I will send money to him under Kenzo's creations. And that version, which I got that one from the same guy in the UK. Throwing in, I think I do have a Boba Fett, cartoon Boba Fett. I have the holiday edition Boba Fett, but he was not in it. The Boba Fett I would include, let's see. When we use human Jabba, he didn't have Boba Fett. We use cartoon Jabba, he didn't have Boba Fett. It was Slug Jabba that had Boba Fett. So technically, just use one Boba Fett. Now that I think about it. So he'll stand next to Slug Jabba. Even though I do have Empire Strikes Back animated Jabba and human Jabba. I was going to put a Boba Fett. I don't know which one. Oh, because the human Jabba is in scale, is in design with the original line from Kenner. He was making Kenner style figures, the original line. So I was going to use an original Boba Fett. That was it. So technically I can still do that. Use an original Boba Fett. Use the Empire Strikes Back Jabba. and use that one for slug java. That's always a possibility because the mind the way it goes. Don't mind me. Just thinking out loud. And of course, Panther, because I'm using the Skeletor, which if I knew that people wanted that so badly, I would have ordered more myself. Make that money. That's a bird. But I will use him. I'm happy with that. I'm not going to talk about what Kenny and I talk about. Yeah. But it was only a Shell station. A lot of the other gas stations went up only 20 cents more. But when the Shell went up 41 cents in 2 days, like we trying to make the money up. So it was 305 a gallon, 305 and 9 cents. And I paid 360. It was 364 and 9 cents. So $3.65, 365 a gallon on Tuesday. And then I say 365. It was $2.65 a gallon with a credit card on Tuesday. And then it went up to $3.05 a gallon on Thursday. I did not have any points to use for my Kroger card, but I did use my fuel card from Shell, which saved me 3 cents. So that was a bunch of BS. Everyone else, no one went up to over $3. It was just that Shell station. And the oddball thing is, my mom went in there and got lottery tickets. When I tried to go in there to get my receipt, they locked the door. Only one person, because her uncle owns the hotel. So she runs the Shell station, which is like right there next to the hotel. So I guess she had to go to the bathroom. But I got my receipt through the email because it was through Shell. Now, this is disgusting. But then again, as of March 22nd, 2025, the average gas price in San Francisco is around $4.65 a gallon. $1 more than what I paid, according to AAA fuel prices, which is higher than the average national average and amongst the highest in California. Despicable. But Kenny keeps saying, go through your boxes, Yeah. I got to display him. This, again, I love the black in the shield because I went with that when I got my t-shirt. When the darker blue, when they brought it to modern age, I saw that t-shirt. Yes, I love this version of the S on it. So that's why I would wear it for most of my things, my Clark Kent outfit. We talked about something, and because I popped in on Jay's show, Kenny just left. I just got on, and they're talking about figures. What? I go on Instagram. Kenny and Mikey, Eternity and Royalty, are talking about showing pictures. Like, what? And then I took a nap. Kenny messaged me. That okay, we'll get on here, and we went to the present screen, doing the showing this and that, and we're talking about it. So he did his video last night on this one thing, and Jay did a video on it as well. The figure in question is a limited edition 1,000 only, and it's going to be 1 p.m. I'll still be at work on next Friday. So I got the phone charged up. I have the phone charged up, smartphone. I have the page on there. I logged in, so I really want this particular figure. These a-hole scalpers, like Jay probably won't be able to get it because he's going to be at convention in Duluth, Toylanta in Duluth, Georgia, which is trying to figure out where in Duluth it would be, because Duluth is like a suburb of Atlanta, and very easy to get to because they have the Great Wall Superstore. They took over Super Target, and you get all Asian food and hot food and this and that. And there's a computer store, Micro Center. It's smaller than the one in Marietta, Georgia, but it's there. It's closer. We went to the one in Marietta because we got lost, and I liked it more. The one in Marietta reminded me of an old Radio Shack. Well, the one in Duluth, they actually started looking like the one in Marietta. You see stock of items. Because I really want to take my friend's computer, take all the parts out of his and put in my computer, or vice versa, whichever's easiest. So I built my computer because he had better this, better that. He paid for it. So either way, maybe take stuff out of my computer, put in that computer. I don't know how Best Buy would say, well, it's 2 computers. You need to pay for another subscription. Like, fine. If it means paying for another subscription for, ouch, it was just a scratch. It was just a scratch. Oh boy. To make my supercomputer with his better parts, and hopefully they still work because it hasn't been using it for a while. But the RAM should still be good. But that whole sound card, video card that died in mine, I just don't want to touch it because, every time I didn't do the update, it affected the whole computer. Like, sheesh. So when the time comes, I had to do Windows 11, do the upgrade. So, oh crap, that's right. I can't, because I didn't bring it down with me, because limited space. Yeah, my brain doesn't always fit right all the time. Oh yes, Superman. If I took that, if I brought it with me, then I would have had no place to put it. But I would have, had, this is Frankenstein as it is. I would soup up the Frankenstein monster and get all the good parts. But again, didn't think. And I had 2 months ago to do it. Like getting the other headphones. Next month, Mega Millions lottery tickets go from $2 to $5 a ticket. BS. So I don't know how much sooner Powerball is going to do it, but one matched the other. Saying they were $1 each, and then one said, we're going $2. Oh, we'll go $2 as well. And it's like the one game, which was $1, disappeared. So if one goes to $5, screw you, Mega Millions. If the Powerball does the same thing, well, screw you, Powerball. My last chances are now to get Mega Millions while there's still a chance. If it does that, yeah, I'm going back to Florida. I'm going to grab the other computer. I was like, Best Buy, combine. Make one of these computers with all the good parts in it and put me on Windows 11. They have till October. BS. So I'm going to open up the Superman. I'm going to open up those Spider-Man figures, put them together. I do need to go back in here and figure out the stuff. Okay, you say, well, I don't know about that printer. I say, well, there's a big box, and there's a bigger box, a smaller box, and then there's the printer. And the printer is a display to hold another thing, which holds another thing, and everything else is just on top of the box. So if I remove the printer box, remove the printer, sell it off, that means it just brings down the shelf display further, which the cardboard is leaning on something else because I have the light blocking. So I don't want the light going through the blinds and making the streaks on my things. And I just remembered Funko has new Funko Pops, which I haven't looked at yet. I'm trying not to. So, well, this one has accessory, and do I need it? No. I have 2 dozen Funko Pops of me. So I just had to paint the belt on that one. Retouch the paint. Put the paint the belt on, and then I have Larry done. Then I had to work on Lindrov with the pink face. Maybe I'll send that one off too. Make a big box. The big box, which is going to be, said, yeah, how much insurance on it? I want a lot of insurance on this box. You want insurance? You need more than $100 insurance on this box? Not really. For customs, the customs box don't need more than $100 of insurance. The other box, oh, you don't got more insurance on that sucker. Make sure it gets there. I did open Thanos. You can see the can't zoom. One thing about this, I can't zoom in, but Thanos' glove is there because I opened up the Thanos figure. They finally did. So the Mad Titan is next to my Lego Darth Vader. I just had to open up something. I'm on StreamYard. I can still do this till the end of the month, the end of May. And since my other studio, it's been said that, one of my co-hosts said he's happy where he is. And I said that's why he will run my studio, because I'm keeping that studio open. The fact that there's like no storage available, but as long as keep the broadcast. And if I had to go ahead and say, here's money to add twice as much storage, just do it already. My God. Because when Dave has ideas to run Spill the Geek Tea After Dark, even when, run the episode, let it go through a day, then delete the episode, but keep the broadcast. The broadcast is still part of the total storage. Not much. You can see the difference between you when you go on the bottom of StreamYard and it says past. And I delete all my shows, but I keep the broadcast. That's why it's always going to be on YouTube. Not on Facebook. Facebook Live, it disappears, and Twitch always disappears. But it'll always be on Facebook, because the broadcast still exists. It's just the show itself. Any tweaks here and there, I don't need tweaks. I mean, when I do a video, and when I do my videos on YouTube, it's still there. The broadcast is still on YouTube. And on a computer, once I have it on there, I delete them. I even delete some of the photos, like the screenshots, because I can always, always go back and say, oh, it's still, the broadcast is there, but I don't need a computer. It doesn't mean anything to me. That's why I think I still have episode 1. I have the pilot episode, which Mark and I try to do Tasty Talk, and again, my brain, it was spelled differently, but this can be tweaked into Tasty Talk. But right now it's Tasty Cake Live. I could always go back on YouTube, making sure I don't have no more than 2 tabs, as long as I have someone on the other end listening. There's Mark. Mark. Oh boy, Mark's having issue with his computer again. Grr. Arr. Again, my brain, I could have jumped on the StreamYard sooner and had all this cool things going on, but at least I have time, and still do. It just will be reduced down to 2 hours. And if I don't feel like it would be, I will look at the time, make sure I'm cut down to less than 2 hours. I don't need 4-hour shows. I need to get things taken care of. Tomorrow, I'll go to work. I have the smartphone set to the site. Password is, I didn't have to type in a password. He sent me the link on my phone, the 6 digits. I was like, boom, I'm in, and showed the history of what I bought. So I'm logged in, and I'm going to hit the restroom. I said, I'm going to the restroom. Because saying on my card, no. I usually I get there work at 7, usually take a break around 10 o'clock. And it's Friday. Friday is I didn't do it this Friday because busy on register. So system manager took in did the invoice for cigarettes, tobacco, and candy. I put out my cigarettes, so I'm not can't be that lazy all the time anymore. But if she doesn't show up, if she's not there on Friday, then I'll do the invoice and then I put out the cigarettes. I let someone else do the candy, the one that wanders off so damn much. But come 1 o'clock, I'm going to the restroom, grabbing the phone, order that. And I go, yeah. Come Saturday, I'll be like, yeah, boy. But I'm not going to talk about it until I get it. Because I really want that figure. Oh my God. If I was with Eldor in Eternia, our friend Master Versal Toy Hunter, there goes another hair. Great. Oh my God, freaking God. Oh my freaking God. Okay, no hair this time. You know how my hand is? The fingers don't close up. Fingers close up in this hand, but the fingers don't close up in this hand. It's a break. Give me a break. If Eternia existed and the green, never mind. What does the computer? I almost said it, so I'm not going to jinx it. But come Friday, I'm going to I got to. One. Speaking of which, I think Tila it's on her way. So, so my package from the UK has not gone to me yet because I'm in freaking Georgia. So I went to that freaking Palomento. So my package from Orlando to be sent to Georgia is in that damn distribution center. My package of the sonic screwdriver with Third Doctor is in that damn distribution center. Because a friend of mine in where is he? Chicago? He's in Utah. He got his. Because I went straight from UK. And his was ordered after mine. It's like Kenny got some of his. No. Computer says no. So that's why it's late for me to get anything, because I'm in Georgia. And that distribution center, which I want every piece of garbage there fired. I'm turning Vince McMahon. You're fired. Because do as the Orange Man, you fired. Doesn't seem to work. Just do as Vince. You're fired. That's why I can't get my stuff. So I get my stuff so late. So not my Doctor Who figure. And she has got the variant one because there's like 3 maggots. So just you can only order 2 per order. Someone ordered 6 to see if he got it, and they were all exact same maggot. The one with the head up. There's one head up, one slightly down, and one flat. My friend got the one that was flat. I'm not into getting the different maggots. I was just like, find out afterwards. You look at the package, like, what the heck they're doing there? Yeah. Yes, because of that stupid Palomento, Georgia distribution center. It's supposed to help Atlanta, and they screwed up ever since November, since they were created, and nothing's done about it. Well, the one whose mother said that he has no common sense, he should not get into politics, he's other people doing the job, which that's true. Because when you're a president, you're just a puppet. You're a puppet to the shadow government, to the big business. And what does he have? He's got billionaires running everything. That's why President Elon Musk is doing all these things. if you don't know what you're doing, you have other people do things. When you don't know what you're doing, you have other people do things for you. That's why I assemble Spill the Geek Tea because, well, I can admit I have a hard time learning things, even though I have 118 IQ. So I'm above average. I mean, I can process things for problem solving. I can now do better at problem solving. Like, you know, Timmy has 10 chocolate bars. He ate 7. What does Timmy have now? He has diabetes. He has diabetes. So problem solving is easy. The fact that because he did last year, December to January, when they raised the rates, and he's like, what the, and that's why I didn't want to say anything to Kenny. I sent it to Corey, but I think it did before the time they raised rates and then they lowered it. It's like, why does prices keep going up and we're not getting anything for it? And then the distribution center in Palmetto, I want to punch their lights out. Oh, it's just, like I talked about before, when I got, what's behind the mouse train? When the guy from India had made a 3D printed Castle Grayskull before I knew Kenny, before I knew anyone. And he sent it, he said, I can only do it through, a physical address. So fine. UPS is a physical address. Also, the freaking postal service, which is like down the other road, big one, the main post office. I go there and I said, someone signed for it. So I gave me the pictures. I go back to UPS. I went to UPS and UPS store said they never got it. So I went to the post office and said, well, someone signed for it. Go back. This person doesn't work here. I go back to them. Well, the guy can't remember if he delivered it or someone else delivered it, but UPS store was closed or where it went. And add to that, it turned out Target had it. And the idiots at Target didn't bring it to the UPS store. They left it there and they only found it because they remodeled. And it finally got to the UPS store months later. So that was lost. And of course, later, Hallmark made a smaller version. Exact same thing, just smaller. So blaming the post office. Blaming the United States Postal Service. And blame it again because all my packages are late. The candy from the Candyman melted. My third Doctor Sonic Screwdriver with third Doctor figure. It's over there. My package from Orlando, which should have been like overnight. He paid for overnight service. It's now 4 days later because can't do it tomorrow. So I'm hoping Monday. It'll be 4 days later. I said, demand your money back when you get there. Because he's got dialysis on Monday, at least go on Tuesday. Go to the damn post office and demand the money back because it's not overnight. UPS, when I use the physical address for the post office, there's UPS and FedEx had no problem sending me things. But if it went to another UPS location, distribution center, they don't recognize the post office as an open business. So they send it back. And sometimes it ended up at the post office in the other city. And one time I actually went to the other city to pick it up. Other times they would bring it over. But when the guy on eBay did not say you could not send to a post office, he sent it through UPS. He gave me my money back because it was lost. UPS lost my Man-at-Arms comic book edition figure. I have one. I got through Big Bad Toy Store. I got a loose one, which just sits on my desk, just with the middle mask going. But that got lost because it was from Canada, UPS to Canada. So UPS screwed that one up. And of course, FedEx, when the guy said he wrote down that I wrote that I accepted the package. How can I accept the package when I don't work for the post office? Of course, weeks later, I do the police report. He stole $600 worth of toys. So I hope that bastard burns in hell. My dad, he paid an extra $1 to eBay to get his air filter for his car because the other one sent it to a PO box, but this other one said PO box. It said it was delivered. Then it said it was not delivered. It was delivered somewhere else through FedEx. Somehow they got the address to the UPS store. I never gave FedEx. I don't think I gave FedEx an updated address. UPS has the updated address. If a package has the PO box, they will send it to the UPS address. So it's driving, good half an hour into town. The next biggest city is Warner Robins to get it, which is no big deal. I don't. So UPS knows. FedEx, I don't know, but if it says you cannot deliver a PO box, it's like either UPS or send it to Orlando. If I have sent to Orlando, I had to wait a year. And it's less than tax. So I don't know. You just can't trust the mail services. It's all garbage. On down to 5 viewers. So I was like, if I would find it in the store, I would buy it and have it there. So anything I get back from Corey, anything I get back from Kenny in the future, it'll probably take 2 weeks for me to get it. Hopefully. That I get it. I mean, the packages that Greg sent me from California, one was lost. And the other one, he just put my address on it. It came through. It's all garbage. I'm just looking at stuff. I'm looking at my Evil Lynn that I got from Amazon. The box is not too badly done, but like you can see, the waist is crooked. So I'm like, well, is that fixable? Helmet looks okay. Is it a twist waist? So I can just twist and make it right in the middle. I'm hoping, I'm believing it. But this artwork is absolutely gorgeous. I love the artwork more than I love the figures. Yeah, I love the Evil Lynn figure. The artwork more. I love the Sorceress Snake Tila. The artwork is like a 15 out of 10. While the figure itself, I give it like an 8 or 9. Just look in the artwork, say, why can't the artwork look like the toy? Why can't the toy look like the artwork? Yeah, why can't the toy look like the artwork? So beautiful, magnificent. That's why that other thing that we were talking about, Kenny and I were talking about, I got it. Oh my God. She's just amazing. I'll figure out a place. I can't move Rogue. Well, let's see. If I move Rogue somewhere else, I have to make another, I have to find another place because I can move the birds. And the orange birds are Disney. They bought the rights. Exclusive to Disney. I forget which one's which now. I can't remember which one's the first one, which one's the second one anymore. I think that one was the first one, which sold out. And then my best friend got me that one. But when we went from one park to Magic Kingdom because it was the last time we go on the Country Bear Jamboree. I saw that. They said, we're going to go to Jamboree first. Then he got that for me. And then when he dropped me off, he gave me the other one. So I had 2 versions. Like, oh. But everything needs to change. I mean, the droid there, I changed him. I'm happy with that. I put in the Yeti there because I went on the ride, the Everest ride. Yeah. Kenny would not be able to walk trying to go to that thing. I don't think anyone should go on that ride. You have to be like, I don't know, super duper muscular or something like that. Because that was it's insane. Okay, what's UPS and FedEx? No, I accidentally sent a package to my address I have not lived at for 20 years. They knew, but put my correct address on it and it arrived the next day. Yes, most bootyful. They know and they still screw up. Bastards. So the orange birds can be put somewhere else. Rogue will be put somewhere else because fragile. Because I glued her head back on. A little piece off her wrist. Her wrist did break off, but you can't tell when. So she has to be set nicely. So there is. Even I put the orange birds. If I want to put, I'll have to move the portrait, put him away because he's been up there a while. And SpongeBob is, not the same anymore. But we all know, oh, because Pirate's going, oh, look at that cake. Oh, look at that cake. So I can put one, two. Again, I didn't get Evil Lynn as when it was on Jay's show, and Greg said the eyes of Evil Lynn had that particular. So I went, oh my god, he's right. The eyes just kind of like. So I passed on Evil Lynn. Well, I didn't get any of them. I mean, I stopped at Battle Cat, which is going to be sent away. The He-Man, which did not break, so I got a He-Man just on a. She-Ra I am keeping. I mean, Anti-Attorney He-Man was cool. Faker was absolutely damned amazing, but I did not want to spend that much money. And it was because watching Kenny's show, and it's like, oh, these two are available. Oh, they're almost gone. I think it was Cobb Collector said, Tasty got cake. That's right, Cobb. I got cake. So I did get Tila, the deluxe Tila, and the deluxe Rogue. Like, but it's to have them. But so if I put Rogue away, just but then again, it's Masters of the Universe dog girls with I could put him up there. They would Superman up there too, like, or put Power Girl. Yeah, it can be the. Yeah, I can do that. I can have one Tila Rogue, She-Ra, Power Girl. Because She-Hulk, I want to put with the Fantastic Four, just the four of them with Herbie and She-Hulk. I just want to do that. So, but I can't believe that's the wrong one. I love this Skeletor. Hey, bumbling boom. Hey. I do like this Skeletor over the 40th through the exclusive 40th anniversary edition version. The closed mouth. It's just better to me. The aesthetics look better to me. It's like, so between him and the battle armor. Oh. But there was some dude online. He actually customized her, fixed her head so it's brought her head. It took Power Girl and they brought her head down, and fixed her arms around under the pauldron. They shaped her legs a little bit better so it's more movable. Her outfit around her hips is fixed and around the boots. So he bought, which I didn't know about, to get the exclusive Power Girl Chase. They did it before for Wonder Woman too. Missed out on that. Oh, because I work. You buy five figures and you get the Chase one, including the set, which I didn't know about. Timing thing. So he made a perfect custom Power Girl, which is shorter, like a head shorter than the tallest figure, which was Batman Hush. Hush, hush, heard somebody calling my name now. Hush, hush. So she's just perfectly perfect. And that's, McFarlane, you could have done that. Why'd you make her so big? They used Wonder Woman's legs and they put on the boots. Like, well, you couldn't. You're a freaking toy company. You're designers. You created these comic book icons, and you screwed up. You release Catwoman in her purple outfit, and what do? You make it look like she's wearing, you know, big old diapers. It ruined the figure. So all these things are in here now. What can I? Because again, the tallest figure was the Hush figure, and these two are like head to head. So it doesn't matter to me. I love these two figures. I don't display them. Would I display Zur and R Batman? I got him as superpowers. I'm content with that. They did the same Superman body, just painted in his colors, and that's what I have up top there. I love that. And so this traditional one, I'm good with it. You know, could they make Power Girl? Could they make Batgirl? Could they make Huntress before he loses a line? I doubt it. But yeah, these I will open. I mean, up on top. Well, you can see it because the lights changed. Can you see this too? Nope, it's too much sunlight. Usually can't see that when I'm on YouTube. I got this thing stable, not stable, but the camera fell. Where's my level? Where's my level? It is level. Pretty much level. Pretty much me with my above average IQ. Hush, hush. But you can see the 3D printed. I pre-ordered Billy, Mandy, and Grimm under Funko. It's like, Grimm, hee. Shut up, Billy. Stop wetting yourself. Ooh. I have plastic figurines of Billy, Mandy, Grimm, and Irwin. That was back in the day. I had the 3D printed ones there, blowing bubbles, and Mandy with a pin. And I will have the 3 Funko Pops. Ooh. So I love Billy and Mandy. It was a spectacular show. They never released the series on DVD. And when they put it back on Cartoon Network for a short time, I did not tape the damn thing. I just forgot. How is it hard to forget when you just set the damn VCR and just let it tape? Just watch. Ooh. This isn't shampoo. This is dog. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with the Secret Squirrel and the MTV VMA award. My award from the VMAs. My Moon Man from the from MTV's VMAs. It's like saying FBI investigator or CIA agent or President George W. Bush. No, that's an oxymoron. And see, I got everything's filled in there. So I was like, Mr. Bill's way up there. I put together the vintage Skeletor Dragon Blaster. I did get a good deal. Complete all 3 pieces, vintage Battle Cat. I did get a pretty decent deal for a vintage He-Man, no accessories. So, Barbarossa Customs, no problem with that. And I'll say it. This is a vintage He-Man from Taiwan, swaffed head. I get the pieces from Peter. Peter. What loss? The black armor for Skeletor, which I'm going to either put on Zodak or Ular, because when they released Ular back in the day, they used Zodak. and they painted his boots the skin tone. It's like, but I was reminiscent of Ular back then. It's like, why does He-Man have a hairy chest? Why do you have the Skeletor arm? Why did they use Zodak's body? Because that was the skin tone for the whole thing. It didn't have the bracers or the gauntlets or anything. It was weird. So, I mean, it's like if I wanted to get it closer, I put on my wish list taking well, I was gonna put on the wish list for Barbarossa Customs the feet because my toenails kind of look the same as Stratos. It's not my nails thing. So why would Ular ever cut his toenails? Like, just used for scratching. But then I looked on eBay. I looked on Big Bad Toy Store. It's like $5-6 for the flesh tone Stratos. Like, well, just pop his rounded feet and just stick on a Ular. Or just trying to do that. Well, trying to be reminiscent of a vintage Ular, but as can he paint the feet, paint the boots to match the skin, have the carpet match the drapes kind of thing, You gotta be kind of old to understand that one. Welcome back to the same old place that you laughed about. Greg knows that because we're from that period. Well, the names have all changed since you've hung around. And the dreams are made, they haven't come around. Who'd have thought they need you? Who'd have thought they need you? Back here where we need you. Back here where we need you. Yeah, we tease them a lot because we got them on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Of course, you're not biased. It means I just had to move her. It's like, well, because I can see it now. Well, the poster for Spill the Geek Tea will be those that have appeared on the show. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Because we're moving on up to East Side, to the deluxe apartments in the sky. So, will the backdrop be black, or will it be the white one? Because again, those have been on the show this year. Just want to keep up with times. I want to get Eliza back on because now she has a job. Like, well, to do one episode here, one episode there. Now, Katie did appear, so she's in the poster. Katie did appear. Dave is co-hosting. Mikey said when he has time. Jay, we hosted shows already. But to fill in the gaps, Pedro, I got his little picture up there. I want to bring back Arthur from the Guardians of Gallifrey because I didn't have room for him the last time because it was pushing the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS, which if I did it right, technically I could have put Gadget on there, but she did not want me to put links with her because of other things. And when we're still, we were still good. She said happy birthday to me on Messenger. I went with the shocked smiley face. Because everyone said happy birthday to me. I gave the heart. When she said happy birthday, I went, oh. She won't talk to me, much like Lisa Foyles never talks to me. Even Angie didn't say happy birthday to me. And she's my friend. We've been friends, and we've been friends forever. Except for the time I made her mad. But we're still friends. I said I want Anime Angie to come back out of retirement. I don't know how that would be because I don't times have passed, but she's, I don't know, I'll bug her again about it. But made the poster, so I didn't know more room for anyone else. So I like, well, if I bring back Arthur, I can use the Guardians of Gallifrey symbol, which I honestly don't remember if my ex-girlfriend the good one. I'm still best friends with it. Made that design fit, or was it the Guardians that did that? I honestly can't not remember. I completely wiped out in my mind that I did Facebook Live. I was a little bit chubbier. I just it was also when I had the tumor on my neck. The tumor, not my neck, my face. They cut it on my neck because it actually went down. It was like the prayers happened, the tumor moved down, so I was able to cut more of it, and he said it wasn't enough, and they could come back. It's like, son of a bitch, don't want to hear that. And ever since then, I've been bloated with acne, cystic, hormonal cystic acne all over the damn place. Like, whatever. When my old friend has dialysis 3 days a week, when he has neuropathy in both legs. His brother has neuropathy because when his brother was in the army, they were in a helicopter, and those pilots, they would, not only fly straight across, they would weave between trees, so they're bouncing back and forth between the middle. So it was a pilot's fault that damaged both of his hips. So he had both hips replaced and a neuropathy. My friend and my ex, at different times in her life, had shingles. He was at the age, no, yeah, he was at the age of the time of the situation. She was a lot younger. So for me to have acne everywhere, I don't care about that. I'm still trying to remove this port to the matrix in the back of my neck. Oh, let's get back to the who said that? Let's say yes, we're old. Darn it, it won't let me. We're just grumpy old farts, yeah. Pretty much. I fart at work a lot. It's when my pants fit. Oh yes. He was on a show with you. Oh my god. It was the show we had all of us on there with you, me, Greg, Katie, Jay took control, Mark, of course. Gallifrey is the planet of the Time Lords for Doctor Who. It was the Guardians of Gallifrey of Central Florida. Guardians of Gallifrey, the Doctor Who fan club of Central Florida. The one that I destroyed. The one that they put the pressure on me. I didn't have a computer. I said, okay, not only are you the president of the club, you're also the editor of the club. Here's all the information. Here's a list of everyone here. You got to make a newsletter. It cost me $40 to make a freaking newsletter from Kinko's, which now is called FedEx Kinko's, if you can find one, which I think still exists in Orlando or Winter Park. And I was like, well, you got to send a postcard. I didn't do it. I was like, I'm done. I can't deal with this. Life. No one's helping me. And we went to Nomadic, to a not so great member. And we just watched 70s schlock films like the one with Dean Stockwell and I'm not Doors Day. In Greece when Stockard Channing was singing I'm the da da da, one character, blonde. Holy crap. It was one of those. I have the DVD of this movie because I kind of and I watched it on YouTube trying to slow down the scene where the other girl, brunette, she had her, and there's flash scenes here and there, very go. Whoa. So they did show things, but you had to you couldn't see in the film. Like, oh, is that that's oh yes, what? Then I end up killing her, and then Sandra Dee did her horror film, and she got impregnated by this demon thing. And Vincent Price's Scream, and at the time they had Freakazoid on, so every time it came out, I went Scream, ah! And then that movie was someone was kidnapped, and then slowly they started removing his limbs. And they kidnapped the girl. They didn't show anything there, but when Vincent this is boy. They created this bathtub full of chemicals, and he had respiratory problems ever since then because they did not know what was in there. He had to like drown into the bathtub of chemicals. So these a-holes are the ones that basically kill Vincent Price. Um, the Cronus parts, the Cronus factor with the second Darren from Bewitched. Uh, Dick York, Dick Sargent, Sergeant York. So is Dick Sargent and Peter Graves. I'm Peter Graves, in which they would these show at the beginning these young fit young people, and then once they reach that certain level, oh, we're going to you're going to the someplace, and then they actually flash freeze them and use them for parts. So one guy escapes to find out he was a clone of someone, or the girl he left behind, and then he goes out there, and so the bad guys, the politicians and everything else, the politicians, the businessmen, find out he did. So this younger version clone, try to find the other guy, and the bad guys kill the guy's son. And so then the guy goes back to the facility, sees a girl he likes. Oh, they gave her a lobotomy. Did we watch that? No, that was on Mystery Science Theater 3000. Never mind. But it was that genre, that 70s schlock stuff. That's all we watched. And then when the club came back, it's like, yeah, I'm no longer president. So that's one Funko figure I need to make. I was Lord President of the Guardians of Gallifrey, as well as the Laird. Well, since I own 2 square feet of land and a tree in a haunted forest in Scotland, because, most of the forests in Scotland are haunted. I have the location of my tree in Scotland. It's in the forest. It's honest to God. They showed a picture. I thought it was going to be like on a side road. So no, it's actually in the forest. Many people have died because it's Scotland. Because there can be only one. So I just wanted to go there one day. Banana. Let's see how much room I got left, how much time I got left. Oh, I'm down 17% on Candy Crush Soda Saga. So I'm going to end that. End it. Close. 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 I know I'm out of time. Got my phone charging. Should be 100% now. But that's it there. Real quickly, let's see. My notes real fast. I'm going to do a video. Someone I used to work with, she's an idiot. Somehow she's a nurse. Let's go back to, before I get to that. Well, you're my friend, Kenny, but some people don't have taste. He did? The old farts? Is that it? Let's see. Delete comment. I deleted it. You could have deleted it. Couldn't? Yeah, moderators can delete anything. Hey, Mikey, he likes it. Oh, really? Can't do. That's that's kind of strange because on the Legend of Timing TARDIS there is a button to delete it. We can on the chat you can delete your chat message, but it's still seen on the main chat. So if they want to show it, I say, "Why'd you do that for? That's not the one I want shown." That's good. It's all good. The one I just showed. Hey, Pedro. No, but Well, it's British. What do you expect? That one, yes, because the original concept of everyone had the TARDIS, their own little TARDIS, and wherever you're located, you take a picture of it. That's what he wanted to do. That was his original concept, and he just brought the TARDIS his along. He's like, "Oh, hold the TARDIS." And he's like, so that became Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. So his idea went from this to this. It went. The paint came off, and so he did a primer thing, and then went under. Dave talked about this. I missed. I mean, I didn't know. I thought it was something else. I thought the paint came off when it was underwater. No, the paint came off because other people were touching it, touchy feeling. So he painted it, added the sealant on top of it, so the primer looks good on pictures. The base came off because it went underwater with those mermaids and stuff. You can do that. You can do whatever you want. You can even say Legend of the Tasty Cake. Oh. I had an idea from my original page. I had Tasty Cake, and my brother said, "Advertise. I've been in advertising for years. That doesn't sound right." So I went with hashtag guru, Legend of hashtag guru, or the legend of hashtag guru, or hashtag guru without a TARDIS, something like that. I even went with raves and rants, and then so many people said, "Hello, hello, revs." Like, no, it's rev apostrophe s. And then I went with, oh look, I'm eating a tasty cake. I don't know where it is again. I think it's in the bag underneath my tuning forks. Doom. But we've got those nice wafer things. I'm going to get to it. And of course, no one can say it. Tase ti ka. No, tasty cake. It's like the thing says it's tasty. Tasty. It's like LL Cool J. Ladies love Cool James. And for me, it's taste tea cake. That sounds dirty. That should be. So I'm going to. Kaki. You said it. No, I said it. Jay tried to say it, and that's when that one girl that Katie and I know. Well, Kenny knows I talked about. And there's one person on StreamYard not saying a word, just watching me. What's that new song they ripped off with from now you're somebody they used to know, using the bass line and just changing the words? My anxiety. Let's see. So, well, yeah, it technically is today for you. So, oh, there's well, that's good because Pedro, you're hosting it, and I don't think I told you already, but you are a co-host, so that's why you're going to be on the poster. You'll be replacing. You're replacing someone on the poster. Maybe a former co-host that's but who might appear on Dave's version sometimes. So we'll see. The year's not over yet, but I don't think Oz is coming back. I'm thankful Oz came on. We're good, but like you say, I don't think Oz is coming back on. And Katie already appeared this year, so she might pop in again. I got to add Allison. Not sure about Corey either, because Christian only appeared in one episode. He's not coming back. Jay can come back anytime he likes. Or Jay comes back when he can. Mikey when he can. He's busy. Corey, I'm not sure. Eldor is running when he's cooler. So when Dave does a show, and since Katie has been on a show, so how many can I really take off the poster? If more people appear, then I will shrink down the symbols. I'll shrink it down, or I'll make it horizontal. Don't have time. It's only March. I only started the show in October. But from looking, take off one person, take off another person. Not sure about one person. So let's just keep it at 3, which means Eliza was on. Adding Pedro. Let's see if I can get Eliza back on. Pedro's a co-host now. And put Arthur back on. And then Allison, because she'll pop in sooner or later. So that's 4 pictures. Again, Mark has the poster. He can shrink them down. If we're a little bit smaller, that's good because I want it smaller. I want us to be smaller. I want us to be not magnifying glass tiny, but small enough to go, oh, look at that. You added more people. Or even go horizontal. Because I want to do horizontal for that. But now when they have the girls in the background, it's like, well, ouch. On the corner of my desk. When I had Tila, when I had Shira, making me open those figures up. Power Girl. I'm praying the other one out. Oh, God, I need her. If she exists in a parallel universe, oh, my God, I'll be her concubine or something, whatever it is, Oh, gorgeous woman. Figure's absolutely gorgeous. She's gorgeous. So it was again, Tila, Shira, Open Her, Rogue, Power Girl. So I can see it's definitely the 5 girls will fit up there. No doubt about it. Because Power Girl is freaking huge. So she would fit in. She'd finally be shorter. So I was like, it fits up there. It fits up there. But put Rogue somewhere else, put the Orange Birds away. I had to wrap up the 3D printed Grim, Billy and Mandy. But I really got to clean up this front again. I mean, it's completely piled up forward. I see where my laptop is. I had the wheels for this chair that I bought months ago. I just had to throw away these wheels. These gives that much room. I got the new wheels on here. Rollerblade style wheels for my chair. Make a place for the candies. But it's smaller figures than the Masterverse figures. There's no real place for it. Again, She-Ra for Masterverse, I love the picture. I'm not the figure. The new one, I'm not into that one. But that Skeletor, that Cobra Commander Skeletor, I hope it's translucent mask, like the art, like the original concept one was, not the one that was painted at the convention. So it shouldn't be just be clear mask. That's growing on me too. Okay, let's go back up here. Okay. Yeah. Well, Jay didn't know about it. And then it was Oz that was on the live chat on one Saturday, and then brought in Jay. And so ever since then, I was like, well. But I understand what you're talking about. When we were talking yesterday, I was like, okay. But we still like Jay. We love Jay. Jay's fantastic. But it's about getting that out there. For me, it's going to be spectacular. Don't worry about that. You're a co-host of the Spill the Geek Tea. You're hosting the show. We'll be behind you. And between Greg and I, we'll post, we'll grab a website or something. We just got to fill in through there because we can do that. We both know how to do that. And I practiced yesterday, and it's like, if I didn't have all the tabs open, it wouldn't have confused me the first couple of times I did it. It's like, wait a minute, I'm on the screen. It's like, oh, but Kenny was talking me through it. It's like, okay, this is how it is. It's just like the psychic said, don't stress out. It all makes sense. And I'm watching Jay is like doing that stuff. So okay, I was I was expecting something a little bit more, but it works this way. So okay, that makes sense to me. It all works. It's all good. Everything makes spectacular. I'm on Twitch. I say stream. I say, and the only way that I'm going to watch StreamYard is when we actually send out that link. So once we do that live show, um, once we record the show and we send out that link to people watch it before anyone else can watch when we send out to our destinations. I keep going to say Twitch. My eye is twitching because I always had that one person watching. I like, why aren't they responding? Is it that spy that's spying on me? Is it that person that's spying on me thinking I'm going to talk about his best friend? Which I don't even watch that person anymore. They've just gone full like, wow. Just because I thought, oh, cool, I know someone there. But like Kenny knows someone as well. And they're cool. This one is like, whatever. Why couldn't it be my friend Mackenzie? Because she's on Twitch. She follows me. Or Majestic Babe. Why couldn't they watch me? And she was talking. One thing she's talking about on Facebook. She was trying to foster. She's fostered a lot of cats over the years, but she has new hardwood floors, and she had to pay for it because no one wants to install it. And the fosters of the cats do not want to say no. They turned her down. Said, "What?" I mean, she was heartbroken because she had paws, and her other cats they passed, and she's wanted to have foster new kitties, and these other fosters said no. Like, and then some comment is like, fostering a child is the fur babies, of course, but these rules and regulations keep changing. The people are starting like they're so stuck up. These customers are so damn stuck up. They self-entitled, inbred, knuckle dragging, dirt eating, clay eating, vine swinging swamp twats that they are. And I shorten it, and I can't even remember what Chevy Chase said in the Christmas episode. Saying she wants the companionship because of the loss of her own. Like, it's like on Instagram, there's a lady had a pet squirrel, and because he came back because they needed each other, and so she took care of him, did rearrange the whole screen and porch, or maybe it was the Florida room kind of thing. And I kept going back and back and back and back and back because he died. I go back and back and back, and she showed she wrapped him in a blanket. He fell. He's a squirrel, jumping around, and everything was everything fine. But and just the day before, the videos, and heartbreaking. Like the rubs and everything, the scratches, took care of him, everything, and just so it took like 4 months for her to come back, and so the room was now livable. The nuts that Bunkaboo hid gave to the other squirrels in the park. The living tree candle where she found him. My boy Comet, my ex's cat. I'm still his dad, but he's old. He was sleeping in the little cat bed, which when he had his operation, because someone that lived with him stepped on him and lied. So his hip was broken and had like surgery. So he's still striving and everything else, but his health was diminishing over time. Like last year, he was like jumping everywhere. And this year, I saw him. He's like, "Yep." He jumped on the thing there, ate the cat treats, temptations out of my hand, out of the nice little bowl I gave for him and Loki to eat out of this nice little bowl. So they're just not downward, and then ate out of my hand, and they both rubbed against my legs. And, yep, they missed their daddy. But when he knew I was leaving, he was like lying in the bed in the dining room. The little bed is facing the sliding glass door, and the a-hole drummer in the background that can't play a damn thing. But it was a light, so he's like, And then there was Loki sitting in a chair, which Loki was much more okay. Yeah, he misses me too. It's that thing. They say, why can't pets live longer? Why can't cold pizza taste better? Well, cold pizza, you take a glass of water, small glass of water, half filled. You put it in the microwave with a slice of pizza, and it brings back the moisture. Now Amazon's got a thing where it's a closed container, and a little spout. You add a little bit of water, and the moisture brings in, so you have a nice hot piece of pizza. Because people say, "Oh, look at that!" No, an Italian, he's like, "Hey, young, how you doing? You warm up your pizza. You take a little glass of water, half a glass, no small glass. You put it in the microwave, and then moisture brings it back out." I always remember I watched it over and over again to say, "Yeah, I can see the guy's face talking about it." And now Amazon has a plastic device with a little thing in there. Just put get a juice glass. One of those freaking small juice glasses, fill it halfway, and put the halfway with water, stick it in the microwave with that for like 10, 15 seconds, and the pizza's good again. So that's what it is. Simple as that. I'm jumping back in. Anything you want, Pedro, we'll take care of it. Yeah, we'll just send it to Greg, and she was on you had a midnight stream last night? Jeez. 3:00 in the morning? 3:00 is witching hour. It's like, if you wake up at 3:00 in the morning, that's when the spirits are trying to communicate with you. I look at the clock and go, nope. I say that. I look at my phone. It says it's 3 something. I said, nope. I'm sorry. I need to go to sleep. I wake up around 5:00. I got out of bed at 5:30 because I was thinking about wow. Baby's got unique eyes. And I felt so comfortable. And I was stretching my side so it doesn't hurt as much. Again, stretching. I still need a new grounding mat. I gotta buy it myself. I gotta find one again. And stretching all day long, farting all day long. Really stinky. But I feel much better now. But 3:00, no. That's why I tell them, because they showed an image, and they show that, like that, a boy with glowing eyes, like real, or not even a boy. That's what I remember most. Was always had a spirit with glowing eyes. Like, why did you put that freaking picture on there? Because I have a photographic memory, not a detailed memory of words and stuff. But I can see an image and go, yeah. I can see it now. So I don't look. Because remember, I told that story before. I tell it again because I'm on StreamYard, and I can do 1 more hour. I gotta play Hero Wars. I gotta get that cake. I had a dream, 3 dreams. in my room. One was it was a dream. It was light in my room, and the door was open partially. I opened my eyes. It was black. It was still nighttime, and the door was closed. I what the hell? The second dream was has silver. It's like telling the dream curse from Dark Shadows. It just kind of builds up, and it went to a doorway and it was locked, and went to another door, was locked, and I opened up the door, and oh, dream curse. A metal claw hand, Dr. Claw, basically. I'll get you, Gadget, next time. I never bought that figure. Of course, it's kind of late now, isn't it? Gadget. Go, Gadget Arms. Penny, you stay here. Brain, watch her. Uncle Gadget. No, Penny, you stay here. Go, get your legs. That was Don Adams. Get smart. And then the dude was like, oh, get you, Gadget. But then they made the figure as an old man, big old hair and everything, wild reaction. I was like, I watched the cartoon and made fun of the voice, but like Dr. Claw, like that's more than Danger Mouse. Oi, Baroni. That one I also got Stiletto, the figure from the UK, because in America they didn't only release Danger Mouse. I got Stiletto from UK, mint package. It was damaged, and it showed outside. So I never got Penfold, never got the Baron, never got Chief, but I got Stiletto to go with Danger Mouse. Stiletto package just mutilated. So when I find him, I just take him out. I got Danger Mouse on top of the TV. And I got a pin with Penfold, a middle metal pin. But Stiletto was like, wow, unique thing. I paid money for it, and I got that damn post office. Someone that creek just crushed the damn thing. Excuse me. But it was that claw reaching for my leg, and I woke up. The third dream, I felt the bed drop next to me. I was sleeping on the side. Now I try to sleep in the middle. Now it's starting to lean down again because there's no mattress. I felt the bed drop. I woke up, nothing. So that was the 3 nights of terror, which comes back to the part of when the William, I am the horoscope man who said I was lied, that I said, you have a girlfriend? No, I don't. And then when Gadget said that you need to find out about this thing. And when the psychic said to me, you have someone in your life should come back to you. She's not a demon, nor is she an angel. Or vice versa. She's not an angel, nor is she a demon. Say, okay. But when she told me that once it's gone, you'll have a happier life. And I messaged her that. And, no response. But it proves like again, I proved I can be on Legends Trying TARDIS. We can communicate. She just won't talk to me. I did keep the last episode short because I was like, now that has 1,000, I have 14, 15 subscribers on Spill the Geek Tea. It'd be nice to go higher, but I reached my goal is 1,000. I was so happy. So when the plaques are made, say over 1,000, I think 1,000 looks better than number 1 with a K. As I say, 1,000, over 1,000 subscribers. Because we'll get Spill the Geek Tea up there, one way or another. But again, going back to the episode which had me and Greg and Kenny and Mark and Katie and Jay was hosting. That had Arthur, King of the Britons. He was on the corner. My personality flips. So we had our little fights here and there, but all in all, we're still friends. Like between me and Anime Angie, it's me. It's hey, it's me. Hello, it's me. I'm the personality disorder, and it was Mark that helped me see the balance. But when I'm at work, Taste the Cake may be here, Well, Taste the Cake was there too, but no, not anymore. Taste the Cake is not. It's more of, there's no super ego anymore at work. It's more the id, and I'm just, because these people are horrible. Put the shopping cart back in the corral. Do not put it next to the corral. Put it in the corral. Don't put it between the electric carts. And I hear, stoop. Oh, there goes my tax-paying dollars again. Oh, you have $900 in food stamps, and you're driving a fancy car with all your rings and your phone because you're too self-centered, egotistical piece of garbage that you cannot say hello back or thank you. So that's when I learned from a post saying, I learned to say, you're welcome if they don't say thank you. So I say that a lot. I say, moron. How you doing? Dealing. Oh, that's good. There we are then. Or here's your seat. Thank you. You too. I got to win the lottery just so I can not have to work. So I can have everything in the living trust and go, yeah, here. Those are still co-hosting my show. You get something. Let's say. So if the poster becomes horizontal, cool. I wanted it to become horizontal. I wanted everyone to shrink down. I mean, the live poster, I didn't include one person because he was only one episode. That comic book creator, which I accidentally said artist, and no, I'm comic book creator. Like, I'm sorry. My brain. And that was the pancake episode, which Mark took control of. I mean, he never came back. It's like, well, I don't feel like putting your picture on the live poster. I mean, I didn't put Gadget on the live poster. Well, I technically could now because she actually said happy birthday to me. Wow. That took a lot of courage to say that to someone you loved at one point in time. That's outrageous. Okay, get back to the thing. We got one on the off tangent again. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering about her. I'm going to post it again. I'm going to post it on, well, I'm live right now on Facebook, and not one person on Facebook, again, of my 1,000 friends, said anything, see anything, show. So I will go Instagram live tonight. Instagram, move the camera. Come on, I'll do it right now. Okay, so yes, we'll take care of that there. I'm hosting Sliders? Well, I'll be co-hosting. Pedro will be hosting because that's his thing. I will be co-hosting. We'll do our thing there because I have my memories of it. I keep asking Gwen Gooley. Oh my word. Sarah Palmer, who's in California. Yeah, I like her posts. And I was like, oh, don't follow me. Much like, yeah. I can also say no one from Velvet Chains or Von Bolt Band follows me. Not even Lisa Foyles. Well, Lisa Foyles does. Her cat follows me. So I think she knows who I am. She recognizes my posts, but Bomb Star Outcast. Oh my god, he got no pictures going on there. Amazon Home Finds. Okay, Zazu. There are people that know me, but they just don't want to. Oh, time scales like my photo. Someone who wanted to follow me no longer has a picture. Mo2 Cats started following me. I said, okay, accept Mo2 Cats. Try to remember the song by Lovin' Spoonful with the had cats in the title. Drinking that Mountain Dew. I can follow Janet Fielding. I can follow For Eternia. Oh yeah, sorry, the distraction again. I have 212 followers because of Mo2 Cats. So I got to. Can you send a photo? Now. What the deuce? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, I gotta show what Kenny did. He's working on the Crystal Palace, which for Etheria from Shira, which he's working on. Oh my word, he's got that. Oh hell yeah. Give credit where credit's due. Like Bomb, that dude, Bomb, bum, 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 bum. We just talked about that dude. He didn't get. He made all these bomb. Can I scroll for? I can't scroll. Yes, Kenny's stuff. Easy way to do it. Go back to my picture. Go to 3 line bars. Go to my activity. Go to likes. Bombcast. I can't remember names. There's that super on too. I still got to go on and do the command prompt and do check for updates. Like Cheetos, cheeses coming out of one of these Baconator ones. Like there's the dude that Kenny, we're talking about that guy. He did not get credited for his work, and he got distraught. Like, of course, you do something and they don't credit you for it. That's heartbreaking and disgusting. There's that Asian girl. There's cats. There's Thanos copter with a picture of Poison Ivy and Swamp Thing. His figure of him. Like, I'm not putting a like on that because it's okay. That's a whole teenager. Pushing that bug thing in their mouth. Oh my god! I have too many likes. But if someone does something, give them the freaking credit they deserve. That's just like on the message. I said thank you to Kenny for helping me figure the whole presentation out thing again because I just completely forgot. Question mark customs. And I was saying Dave because sending me a picture because I did it before. I just don't remember half the time. Is that Yoda's lightsaber? No, it's not Yoda's lightsaber. Oh, it's I don't know. And we talk about other people here and there. And they had to spend the money to just get the post out. Oh my god, I was supposed to do the Instagram thing. People just want to get that post out. Like, I don't care. I mean, I'm grateful for what I got here. And I should have, if I bought the computer up here, then I can use the parts and everything taken out. And oh my word. And make the ultimate computer, which I didn't think about because there's no room for it. Like, well, I'm going to take it apart anyway. But even if I did, I wouldn't have no place for it right now. Like, I just don't. What? Oh, there it is. It's, of course, I'm going to win the lottery. So I'm going to go back down. I'm going to go through the storage room and start cleaning things out. Like, start getting rid of things and bringing back things up here. And get anything here. And then have the whole thing cleaned out and I have the statues. When I still statues, I'm going to have the figures up there anyway. But I have a big table like Kenny does and put the poster of Eternia up there and just use, styrofoam or make the levels so I can at least have that. I don't need to have Eternia up there. Just have it in the background poster with the characters and just have the front with the continuing the battle. And if I have something else, I just cover up the poster, which will be framed, of course. I want to go live. Oh, I hit a plus sign. Live. Okay, here we go. Let's see here. Don't stress out about anything, Yeah, we will intervene because Spill the Geek Tea is about conversations. Oh, here we go. Hello there. Oh, we got a push button. Hello there. See the back of my head. It's your boy, Tasty Cake. So, as y'all see the back of my stuff here, as always. Mirror image. Pretty weird. Can I get out of the mirror image? I don't know. So, tomorrow, 6 p.m. Tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern, on my Facebook page. You know who it is. Spill the Geek Tea. Just type that in. You can also look at our timescales because it's co-stream with my co-host, co-stream. We are going to do the live show of Spill the Geek Tea about the TV show Sliders. So, and Kenny's on both shows. Kenny's on my live stream. I'm using through here and on this one here too. Yeah, let's do the time warp again. What the hell? So we're doing tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Eastern. We're going to do a live show on Spill the Geek Tea, the first one, and then a couple weeks later, we'll do another live one on the TV show Sliders. So if anyone wants to join in on Spill the Geek Tea, let me know. I'll send you the link. Messing me here because again, 6 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night. Watch the show at least because it's about Sliders. It's a great show. The comments are there because we're using StreamYard for it. And it's live, so we can see all the things going on there. If you would like to join in, if you have knowledge about Sliders, come on in. I'll invite you in. You don't feel like it, and just at least be there and make comments, because we're going live, people. Because for the next 2 weeks afterwards, I'm going pre-recorded because the shows are so great. I don't want to save them for any much longer. It's because the next 2 shows are also great. So putting it out there, but after that, we're going live. What will be the format? I don't know. We'll figure it out either an hour before the show begins, or it's just a general kind of thing for an hour. pretty much what we do, except without a main topic. So that's pretty much it. So with only Kenny watching, he's going to go watch the other show too, but he's on this show and that show. So, see the stuff, the stuff it looks like. If you're interested in the anniversary of the TV show Sliders, 6 p.m. Eastern, tomorrow night, through the timescales, through Spill the Geek Tea, through Facebook, through Twitch and Facebook, of course, me. Just message me here. You know that stuff. I should be advertising, but my brain as well. So please like, subscribe, share, comment. Thank you. And always remember, time waits and turns slowly. Share. I hit share and this doesn't want to seem to go there. So I don't want to discard it. I want to. It won't. It says it loaded. It said it is loading. Did it load? Finishing up. It did. It loaded, even though it didn't want to show that it loaded, and it's there. So at least I get around 10 people watching Instagram. 10 people out of 212. Oh my God, saying say pigs and humans are weird. I'm not gonna look at it. Okay. Okay, so I put the note out there. Here we go. Okay, so where were we? But I have memories. You and I have memories. Nashville Cats. Nashville Cats. They're drinking that Mountain Dew. Okay, let's go back to let's go back. I hate this freaking button to do that. So now I haven't lost track. Okay, Liza. We'll see. Let's see here. Let me talk about that. Now it's raining again. It never rains down in Southern California. The song lied to me. Pedro is nothing. Yeah, this show. No, this show. Look at me. I just lose my mind. I just go on and on. And before I forget too, I want to do a video about salt versus cat litter. And I talk about the idiot that I used to work with, who was a nurse. I wouldn't trust her to even hold a freaking chart up for me. She drops a small bottle of liquid Tide on the ground. The boom. I heard it. She didn't say a damn word. I don't say a damn word to her because I'll tell her to go so I can get out of my store, come back. So I had to call up Dan and Bobby to clean up. The boss man says use salt. And because we usually use cat litter, but the boss man said use salt. Of course, Bobby grabbed not the store brand, he grabbed Morton salt, which costs more. Use up the whole thing. And so it'll dry up the liquid Tide, right? And it ate away all the floor wax. So is it the liquid Tide that ate up floor wax, or is it the texture of the salt together that ate up the floor wax? Why not both? I don't know. So I'm going to do research on that and do a video on that. But she is such a piece of garbage. And she looks in my face again. It's like, I want you to snort you. I hate that person. I hate her more than a lot of the others. It didn't say anything, because if I wasn't there, she would have dropped it, not say anything, because we also found she had 4 packs of mashed potato mix. One of them was on the soap because Dan was too busy cleaning. One of them was put on top of a soap box. One of them was put at the end of my register, which they found that one first, and she got the other 2. So she didn't say anything about that. So she would have just dropped the soap and not say a damn thing. I would get her fired. That's how much I despise that woman. But And supposedly they at a gas station they use a thing called oil dry, which is like a clay kitty litter. So if there's gas on the ground spills, they put that stuff on there. She said she ran out of cat litter one time and used that one. Yeah, it's not good for cats because it sticks to your butt. So it's called oil dry through a gas station to clean up the spills and such. So I got to keep that note. I was writing my time leaving. Someone actually spent cash. $133.31. 13331. That's pretty cool. Not food stamps. It was cash. And we had these. Why is it baggers come in? This was a soccer team from this area school. I left my register for a little bit. I came back. I'm bagging the damn groceries myself. So I said, you know what? They're not bagging groceries. They don't get no damn money in their bucket. Just stand there being stupid. Swear to God. Just call them, we have some that are babies, baby baggers. I call them beggars. So I do. They catch you. Would you donate to our organization? They had the bag, and it's like people are giving them money. It's like, son of a bitch, I need the damn money more than they do. I'm the one to ring up your damn groceries. I'm ringing up your groceries, taking your money, and sending you out of my damn store. They're just standing there being stupid. Okay, I got that out of my chest. Not stressing, but so. Let's see where we go by the time scales, and it's still throwing me. Wow. Can you report YouTube? I swear to God. You're the best way. Oh, of course. That's using the oven. A lot of people, with the microwave, just use the water to turn on the oven and this and that. The easy way is that small. I got a second one. I got my second drink, my second Waka Waka Pac-Man one. I don't know where the first one is. Honestly, I don't know where the first one is. I'm hiding it under there. Oh, it's on my desk. What's with women doing this? A lot of. I see black women always patting or smacking their heads like, you know what? I got a rubber mallet in the office. I can fix that right now. But all these air fryers too don't have room for an air fryer because we still have a toaster oven. It's a Hamilton Beach. No, one of them's a Hamilton Beach. One of them is a Black and Decker. And it's got that whole knob thing. It's like just read the damn thing. Not that difficult. And we still have a microwave. So if we didn't have a toaster, toaster oven, if we didn't have a microwave, yeah, we can air fryer. We don't need an air fryer yet. We got them. Let's see. Yeah, Mark's still on here. Let's see here. Yes, pets are family. They're fur babies. And my ex would say, she said to her mom one day, "Where's my kitty kids?" What? My kitty kids? Because Loki took a long time to get to everything, but in January he went, "Hi." So whoa. He's like that cat on Instagram, the cat videos, and Jacob someone saying, "Hello," or "Mom." One of them said "Mom," and the woman screamed in terror. So what? But he went, "Hi." Another cat did that. So, oh my God. Loki said hi. I think it'll be part 2 when we get. I was at part 1. Like technology sucks. I had like 2,000 people watching, which 2,000. I had 1,000 people watching. Was it? Yeah, I had 1,000 people watching. I had my 1,000-hour watch hours because of that video. Part 2s are always scary, but if we another one is the locations. Where have you gone? What is your favorite pizza locations? How to reheat pizzas, something like that. Stuff that can be done. Okay, was it Mark? There's a lot of things to worry about, Mark. But yes, he does need to. Check your blood sugar. Check it often. Friday, I got to make sure I secure that cake. Why is my thing not moving? Yes, me too. My told my manager that, and he said the same thing. I just feel that rip. I was like, oh my god. And thankfully, I'm still in bed, so I have time to heal. Time for it to just go meld back in. Hurts like. No. I already lost one viewer. I went down to 6. Next time, Gadget. Next time. I believe it. Yes. How does mine affect me? As Mark told me, because I believed between id, ego, and superego, it was like this, and this. He said, no, it's like this. So I went, oh. So, well, I had an ex, kind of, sort of, maybe not really. She had personality disorder. One of them was a dude. So I saw the changes, and I thought maybe it's mine. Maybe so of through nature, nurture. You know, the promises, the this and that, and that's how you see Generation Z act differently because the way Generation X treated the how Generation X was treated, and some went the high road, and some went the low road, and some was like, I'm not gonna discipline my child like that and let them do anything they want, and so you see generation, the you see the millennials and Z, Y, or TGI Fridays. What was that store? TG. Oh my god, I can't remember the store anyway. T TG and Y. Oh my god, I went there one time years ago. How they act, and now the generation alpha or generation beta is closer to becoming generation X because they're learning. But then you see they go with the boomers and the way they are. So at times I get just uncontrollable, and it's not just the way it is. It's not fair. Nothing's fair, and there's a gnats again. Did I kill the gnat? I hope I killed the gnat. I don't see it. If you don't see the body, then it didn't happen. That's what a guy was one of the Transformer YouTubers interviewed the guy who was a writer for Transformers movie, and on the script, the storyboards, Red Alert was killed. This one was killed. This one killed. And he said, if you don't see a body, it didn't happen. But then you go from the movie to the cartoon where it said Huffer died. Like Huffer was not seen. You saw Windcharger die. You also saw Wheeljack die. But since Japan did not get the movie, Wheeljack appeared in Master Force. Yeah. And then you saw the editing errors. You saw Ironhide here. You saw Shockwave there. And my God, they ruined the freaking movie by having two black and red which the toy said Rumble, but then the cartoon said Frenzy. Had two of them, then the one actually switched the color and to blue, and then the whole thing like Cyclonus was which one? Was it Thundercracker or was it the Insecticon? Is a no, it was Thundercracker. Scourge was no, Thundercracker was Scourge. Skywarp, they're saying was Cyclonus. Or was it Thundercracker and Bombshell? They're saying that the two jets became the leaders, and then the ones in the back were the Insecticons. And then you saw the Insecticons again. So they were the clones that still existed. But if the main characters were dead, how the clones still exist? Well, they're going to say still exist. And then Cyclonus and his armada. And that's the only time we saw the armada. Because then it goes to Scourge and 3 sweeps instead of Scourge and 2 sweeps. So they couldn't even get the damn movie right. And it bugged me, and it's saying, "Oh, you said it was just, yeah, it's this one. Thank you." It's like, no, it was not. It was not Skywarp. It was Bombshell. As they were, they actually dead. They weren't dead when they left, when they were pushed out of Astro Train, but people talk that forever. That's the way it is. Hello. Yeah, I mentioned her before. Mentioned that person, Pedro, you mentioned before. No, it's not. The person that co-created the show between Mark and I. And then it was the episode, which I mentioned, episode earlier. I was trying to tell Kenny. No, was Arthur in that one? Arthur wasn't 2 episodes in. It was episode 6, and I was like disgruntled how it still only had like 30 some subscribers, and then she went to town against me. Then I blocked her, and I told her that because I was mad that she blocked me because she wouldn't talk to me. She said I wasn't the doctor. Like, wow. I have an honorary doctorate. Doctor of Divinity. Just like, what's his name? I think it was some leader that had a dream or something. I think he actually had that same thing, because I looked it up and through Wikipedia and said, oh, he has Doctor of Divinity, honorary Doctor of Divinity thing. So he calls himself Doctor. I just chose to keep Reverend, but it's Reverend Doctor is my titles. As I'm keeping up with what Kenny has, it's just, I swear to God. Interesting way you say that, but it's true. Very, very Carlin-esque. Can we say that for George? Is anytime he says something very Carlin-esque? When he said, the joke was, the stewardess says, sir, you need to get on the plane. He goes, I'm getting in the plane. And that link I think I sent to Kenny. I know I sent to Greg. And learn more about, cheers there. I wish I knew George. Brilliant man. It's disgusting how these things are happening. Now, we're going to have those traffic cameras in Warner Robins. In the newspaper today, $6 newspaper. $6 newspaper. I didn't even look and see if there's coupons in it to take out. Just people are paying $6 for newspaper without coupons. I might as well take them out. Or see what the dollar ones have, because we use them for work, and I can use some coupons. It said those cameras are turned off in Macon because they're not working. You can be going speed limit and it say, "Oh, you're getting a ticket." Why? Because Macon sucks. All these people live there. It's like all I see is crime. It's a city of crime. It's a city of crime. They closed down the Macon Mall basically. What it used to be, and then they chopped off. They like big anchor store, anchor store, anchor store. They cut off the main. They stopped at the middle anchor store and they chopped the whole thing off. And now that anchor store, it's like Dillard's with a parking garage and a little bit leading into Macy's. That was chopped off. And then Macy's closed down. And that was the new end. And so anything in between, there's a police station in there because it's so bad. Across the street in the shopping plaza, which they had the copper wiring removed, so the place didn't have any air conditioning. So to go to Sam's over there, that Dollar Tree, which I was assistant manager to, was robbed one day. A couple of hooligans came through, and I tried to punch that damn keypad to get into the office to get my freaking stun gun out, and they ran out the door. And when the big bosses came in and saw I had a bigger one, saying, "What is that, your cell phone?" I was like, "No, it's a stun gun." I said, remember the time that this place was robbed?" And she goes, "You need to put it in your car." And it turns out she tried to fire me because I had a stun gun to protect myself. I was like, "Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that." I should have just left a long time ago. But they did have 401k, and that paid off my credit card, which I got over on again. It was lousy experience. And now it's just down a pot. You go any Dollar Tree, it's like there's the floats with boxes all over on the floor, not in the back room. When I was at Dollar Tree near me yesterday, which we try to get this one forever, and I would have stayed if this one was there. There's stuff on the floor, boxes. They had the door open. It was full in the storage room. Stock room was full of boxes and still had stuff on the floats, on the floor, because they don't care. When they combined with Family Dollar, when it was still $1, it was a pot. They went up to $1.25, and the aisle of $3, $5, $7, just garbage everywhere. They don't care. I left, it all turned to garbage. But things like the Pac-Man energy drink, things like getting Hallmark cards for 50 cents or $1. And some things here and there say, "Oh, it's $1.25." Because they raise the rates because of inflation and they can get other things. So I accept it for some things. Other things, like it used to be $1 and it should still stay $1. Kind of crap. They raised the reading glasses to $1.50. Like, you. Candy bars for $1.25. It's like, depends. Right now we got a bunch of Reese's, Hershey's with almonds, Reese's peanut butter cups, and Kit Kats for $1.19 because it was part of a shipper. But the other stuff, way too much. Lots of crapola. What the hell? I don't know. But on the mainstream news, it should be. For why the cable news network is not showing it, I just don't. It's too much stupidity. Why isn't the cable news network actually say anything about the mass shooting? Well, we don't want to upset people. I don't get it. It's 7:30. See, Pedro mentions this at 7:09. It's now 7:35. It's not a whisper because it was that whole sliders. I don't know. That's the way it was. It's funny though. It was like I was added later, like because there's sliding, so it's like something that gets stuck in your head. So you said sliders. What? Sliders? This is all sliders. Oh, it's like all the theme songs, Quantum Leap, and so that was their whole take of saying sliders. What was I going to say again? Believe it or not, George isn't at home. I gotta watch this. Nope. That's why, like, for me to go to work at 7 o'clock in the morning, which is still freaking 6 o'clock. It's like, why are you a-holes shopping on a Saturday at 6 o'clock in the morning? And it's definitely on a Sunday at 6 o'clock in the morning. And why are you giving me a damn $100 bill? I just opened up. I will try to watch. Is my memory because eidetic memory. No, I don't have an eidetic memory. I have a photographic memory. Is that the same thing? I remember because that's the thing. Don't bring up the conversation. So when you do the hosting, I'll say, well, I remember this, and then it'll bring back the conversation back for the conversation come back for it. So we go that way, like Professor Arturo. Now just bring back the conversation, and people would jump in here and there. So if we can keep it an hour, and again, and I will. So I'm trying to get back on Instagram with the live shows. Every time I do something, it's like I just go, okay, take 4. I'm doing the 4th time over and trying to get messages out because I want the sliders episode to be continuing on. I want the pizza episode to be continuing on. I want social society versus social media, nerds versus geeks, which is coming up in 2 weeks since Jay hosted that show. I'm putting on the next Sunday, and then Mark's show will be the Sunday to start April. Then we'll throw in an Easter episode. I'll look at the schedule of holidays and stuff. Say, let's talk about the bunnies. It's all about the bunnies. Well, do you prefer Cadbury or Reese's? Why not both? Oh. For me, it's what the best thing for me would be what I remember because that's what we get a general idea of the whole thing. And did I thought I replaced both of these things. Anyway, because for me to do any notes like this, like I even taken where's my notebook? Is that it? I think that's it. My notebook with all the notes I had in there, like I just think when we have that general idea, we go for it. And I'm gonna be posted on. I will post it to I'll post it to Toy Crew when I get off. Well, I can do it right now. What am I thinking here? I'm going to go to Instagram because I can do that and say, yes, that's an awesome picture from Kenny. Oh, yes. Say, why does she acknowledge me? I'm a celebrity in my own right. Lisa Foyles is not. There's that German girl. Oh my god. So I put out to the where is it? Oz left the thing there, so he's busy. It's understandable. They say I'm one time. Where's I did not delete the other thing. Where? There. Spill the Geek Tea Toy Crew. Okay. Live show Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time. Anniversary of the TV show Sliders. If anyone wants to join in, please. That would be great. Either on the show or chat. Thank you all. Okay, so that goes out there. Mark will be on, most likely, with Greg and I. So I'm going to send it out to Dave as well. See about that. I'm in Middle Child Syndrome, Georgia. That's all. Let's see. Yeah, you know. 7:15 now. It's half hour later. We're just getting into chat. Oh, yeah, I found that out last night from someone I follow that I was shown this morning. Yeah, I have no idea when I finish. But, no. Oh, my God, is it 3 hours? Okay. Talk to me. Okay. Let's see. I'm just getting back down to 7:17. Galveston, oh, Galveston. Of course, you got an air fryer because that's what you young people have. You young people have them air fryers. We're still dealing with microwaves and all this radioactivity. We still deal with the radioactivity and causing things to happen to us. You know, that's what happens with the microwaves and radioactive stuff. Mm-hmm. There's Mark. There's that teapot I want to get from the Korean market. It's not exactly like it's exactly like the teapot, but it's unique enough that I can at least have a teapot, short and stout. Not that there's any pizza left. It's example. I'm going to Little Caesars, which is in Warner Robins, and I forgot, it's no longer $5. That's what sucks. Like $7. Keep it in the trunk, and then driving. Stoplight. Getting there is going to be at least half an hour now before I get home, and so it's gotten kind of cold, and so just heat it up a little bit. Or like the other day, Marco's Pizza is like 10 minutes away. It's going from Marco's, getting through, light, crossing the bridge. Stopped to get lottery tickets because my mom likes the raceway. She got fortunate to get tickets there, but something happened, so we couldn't go there. So we had to go to the back way where I get my tickets. So she got tickets from there, then go the other way, then go to the post office, check the mail. So that little 10-minute drive took about 20 minutes. So it's making it a little bit warmer for like 15 seconds. That's the reason why to reheat the pizza. There was no other reason ever You eat the pizza, you're done, you're happy with it. And I'm losing viewership on YouTube. Time to eat the. So give it half an hour before I actually get the pizza home. It's got to nuke it for a little bit longer. So yeah, Kenny's got the air fryer. I got the microwave. Put in the oven. It just dries it out too much. But using that, a little bit of water like that. Just a little bit of water in the glass. Stick it on and let it roll around there. I think like 10, 15 seconds. It'll reheat the pizza, make it moist. Speaking moistly. And I can get figuratively speaking. Figuratively speaking said he'd be on the show anytime. Like I'm gonna add him to the chat. But he hasn't responded, so I'm not. I got the right figuratively speaking. To be honest, Outcast never talked to me, but we're on Facebook though. Yeah, figuratively speaking, I said hello there. I was seen on Wednesday, but he never replied. It's like, let me go back to it and say, I'm going to say to him, we record the talk show every Sunday night at 6 p.m. So I sent the message. We record the talk show every Sunday night at 6 p.m. There. It's like when I talked to the message for Hordak DX, and he never replied to me again about the heads of me. That's what kind of sad. Okay, so I'm getting worse than everyone else is. Okay, the YouTube thing, that's deja vu. Opening a bag of Kettle Brand garlic parm. I love garlic palm chips. I had deja vu for that too. I don't know why. Quote from the Candyman. You got to die sometimes unless you are mortal. I always say you immortal until the day you die. Yes. You only live once. No, you live every day. So this whole YOLO crap, it's carpe diem, seize the day, you dumbasses. LMNOP. Hee hee. I wear, dumbasses come through, man. I wear the mask, right? With the turtle, which is in the other room. So I can have that, I'll do this. My glasses are so damn dirty. I wear the face shield. So I said, what do you wear all that? I wear the face shield because I don't trust people. They're always coughing, never cover their mouth. I wear the mask so I tell them off. And the person goes, oh, then they shut up. The mask is to tell people off. Because one time I came in wearing just a shield, and then the manager says to the lead cashier, tell him to put the mask on. I was like, fine. I kept them both on. So I don't shave. Sometimes they're like, oh, they cut the tooth. And some people that need to wear a mask because they like, oh my God, you have no teeth. You have like 3 teeth. You need to put on a mask over your mouth. Or those that wear the mask like this, like, or something they put on their chin. I was like, nice chin diaper. Hey, nice chin diaper, South Park. But when I'm mad, you see my mask move. Because I don't care. The shield is to protect myself from douchebags. So supposedly Inuyasha, Inuyasha. No, that was that anime. Inuyasha. Same difference. The shield is to protect me from the a-holes. The mask is so I can tell off the a-holes. And I tell people that it's something stupid to me. Like one guy said, I keep telling you, Inuyasha. So I finally heard him the fourth time over. It's like, I guess I was Inuyasha. I said, listen, I don't wear that face shield when I go out. I wear the mask. I just give people looks of. I do the whole sound wave thing. Ravage, transform, and attack. I think I have an Optimus Prime one. For life of me, there it is. So if someone says something stupid, I tell them all. That's what got me in trouble many times over. But I don't care. They go themselves. I need to make shorts for Mark just because, we have the Popeye shorts. We had the short made from, which episode was it? Was it, what episode was it now? I'm trying to remember. Was it, I know we did it. Was it Time Scales or Spill the Geek Tea now? No, it was my show. It was my show because it was the three of us. It was the episode after Dave left. So we did another episode. We did the live episode. We did the I didn't have a title. I didn't have an episode number for it because I figure if we do an impromptu live episode, I'm not going to have an episode number to it because we already have set tomorrow is episode 25. The impromptu live episode, it's the first time we did it last Sunday, and Greg was talking about the pickleballs, and Mark was losing it. So I made the short of it. Then I went straight to the honey thing. Yeah. So I need to make more shorts of Mark. Just, Mark, list everything you say because we need to make a book out of it. If we can't make a book out of it, we'll just make shorts, 10-second shorts. Wisdom of the Candyman. Candyman quote of the day, stuff like that. 7 more minutes. We'll do things like that, That'll be nice little shorts. Let's see. I said Japan. I remember saying it. People are a-holes no matter what you do. Exactly. That's why I have Spill the Geek Tea. Mark does make a comment on Jay's episode. So 2 weeks from now. And that's straight to Kenny. So the next Sunday, because that's Kenny said busting my balls and another swollen. But Spill the Geek Tea is for us to gather together, talk, it's either before the show, during the show, after the show, we're here for each other to talk about things. These others that, Katie's like, she said she didn't want to be a co-host, maybe just a guest come in and say, you come in anytime you want. There's no pressure. It's just us gathering together and having fun for up to 4 hours before the show, during the show, after the show. We talk, we get things off. That's all we can do. Back to 7 people again. I'm looking at them. I like this eyeball thing. So 6 people on YouTube and 1 person on Twitch and not 1 on Facebook. Over 1,000 friends on Facebook. It's just like my birthday on Thursday. Every year I keep saying, I have a 10th of the people that say happy birthday. 80 people out of 800, 90 people out of 900, 100 people out of 1,000 plus. So I was like, well, whatever. I used to say, thank you those who said happy birthday, because there's just a whole, I'm trying. I say happy birthday to all these people. It comes on Facebook, say happy birthday. My other 2 accounts, actually, I don't even use anymore. One of them actually had my birth date on it. It's like, holy crap. Holy crap, Lois. Did we have that on? I'm sure we have that on a banner. Let me check real fast here. And then we have that one. But I don't have the other one. So I'm putting it up so we can, because I'm going to forget, put that under as a banner for later. I keep a lot of the banners. All the banners I'm keeping. I went through it. Everything is funny. This informative. This stuff we can use again. So add that to the banner, or you put it on there so we can do it tomorrow. People are just garbage. I say it all the time when these self-centered, self-entitled, egotistical, knuckle-dragging, dirt-eating, vine-swinging, inbred, swamp twats that go through my store think they can do anything they want. Like, they put the basket there. No, the basket doesn't go there. The basket doesn't go there. Shopping cart definitely does not go there. And stand there like they demand something. Oh, screw you. You don't demand anything. My job is to ring up your groceries, take your money, and send you out. I don't have to do anything else. I don't even look at most of the people. I say, moron. And, they want to go to conversation like, yes or no. That's all they need to know. Yes or no. Anything they can do anything with? Like, oh, am I a bank? And food stamps? Oh, you have $900 in food stamps left? And there's people out there that can't get even $10? Screw you. Horrible people. Horrible people. I swear to God. And even though Tom Cruise is a nut because of Scientology, it's not that he believes in it. It's because there's money involved, because L. Ron Hubbard is a liar. South Park episode of Scientology. That's all it is. Because you hear Leah Remini. No, Leah Remini. That is her name. Yeah. Just how her family was part of that, and she was a survivor. She got out of it. It's taking care of the rich people. It has nothing to do about the other universe, because of course it does exist, but to say that, it's a damn dirty lie. It's about the money. So even though I despise Tom Cruise for being the head honcho of Scientology, yes, watch The Last Samurai and Tropic Thunder. I mean, I did not know it was even him, but Tropic Thunder is a most excellent movie. I'm a dude playing a dude, pretend to be another dude. What? Bacon pancakes. Damn straight. Shaolin priest, like he said, your cup is full. In order to gain more, you need to empty the cup. All the things that you regret, all the problems, all the pain, you don't need that. You empty the cup and you refill it. And I drank all my tea. So that's probably to let me finish the comments and end the show at 3 hours. So let's go. I'm halfway. I'm half an hour through. Let's see. Yes. So Greg will produce. I will co-host with you, and we'll just back and forth talk about the snacks. See if anyone pops in, because I did post onto Instagram. Well, I posted live on Instagram. I posted to the Toy Crew. At least some people watch, and sliders. And I'll post on Facebook, make a post, and make a comment on the chat. I'll probably make a comment on the Legend of Triumph Cars chat too. So we're going to talk about sliders tomorrow. So if anyone's interested, come over to the studio. You can be part of the show. Have some fun, because I'm only co-hosting the show. Because I'll just be throwing in and saying, well, this is what I remember, because we'll go with that way. As with the next week's show, pre-recorded with Jay. He takes control and got it done. And with Mark, he took control and got it done. So those are shows we can expand upon. This show we can expand upon. Anything can always be expanded upon. Like toys. We're here for each other. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yep. Because, like you said, the big Sliders fan. In the back of my mind is always like Jerry O'Connell and Kari Wurr wants to jump in sometimes, say, this is what we're talking about. It's like, oh, God. Especially Kari. I was so in love with her. She just kind of disappeared. Okay, 741. Yes, Mill Child says from Georgia. Let's see. I'm moving real fast here. No, I was picking. Tomorrow on Spill the Geek Tea, we go live with talking about TV show Sliders. All are invited. Show on screen and chat. Thank you. Now I'm going to copy that. I sent it to chat for Team TARDIS. I'm going to post on my main page here. Oh, it says I'm live. Yes, I'm right. I am live and no one's watching. So tomorrow on Spill the Geek Tea, we go live with talking about TV show. I haven't put that on there. Sliders. All are invited. on screen and chat. Thank you. So anyone that eventually watches this on Facebook, come on in. Okay, seen by Mikey and Corey and someone else I can't tell. It says that +1. Someone gave it a heart. It was Eldor. Ah, yes, hello, sir. Eldor gave it a heart. So. Shoot, I gotta go all the way down to memories again. So it's posted out there for people to see. It's 8:05. I'm 37. I'm not old. Message deleted. Message deleted. I say I don't drink beer. But when you get the pizzas just came out hot and it takes half an hour for me to get home, and I don't have one of those. I do have an insulated bag. I bought it from work. It's behind my chair, behind my seat in my car. I have an insulated. I'm going to use that insulated bag, and I forgot to turn the light on again. What was the song by Faith Hill's husband, Tim McGraw? I like Tim. Timmy. The song "Live Like You Were Dying." And when he did the video, they showed clips of his dad, who used to be a baseball player. And so he saw it for the first time. I just, he felt that emotion, but he still, powered on. You gotta live like you were dying. I should put that. That song should be put on the list. I'm gonna forget it again. It's a great song. It should be put on the Alexa. That'd work. Okay, I'm at 740, 750 for the I miss masks. You can wear masks if you want to. I do. And some say because they have allergies. Some people because little things here and there. I say, I'm protecting myself because you people are a-holes. President Elon Musk said it's going to get worse, and it's going to, because a plague will be spread. It's in the Bible. And this year of 1727 AD, I don't know what that whole crappy other 3-letter thing is, because even Degrassi says the same thing. It's BC and AD. That's it. Yeah, my levels are getting worse. How am I seeing duplicates here? I probably have pre, but I just don't care. Pickleballs. I don't wear shorts, and khakis. I don't understand. Khakis should be a type, not color scheme. That just makes no sense to me. Minimal trousers. Yes. That's the spoilers. That's the spoilers. Stop busting my balls. They're all swollen. Stop busting my balls. Busting my balls. Why am I streaming? Because yeah, like the Go-Go's, my lips are sealed. Yep. And most people are a-holes because they think they can control anything they want to do. They want the reaction. That's the problem. You ignore them, they'll still go there. But you walk away, if people stop listening, as people see that there's douchebags over there, they'll piff off. I like to have them piff off with a anyway. It's at 8:03, so I'm getting closer. I should be talking, right? Because I do have it. I can set this thing for podcast on YouTube Music, and I forget that sometimes. Let's see. Uh, I'm just reading the information here as I should be talking, but I forget sometimes. You can control the future actions of bullies by outing them. You try to. Those that continually, but then it's easier said than done most of the time because once they have the others that gang up on you, and all you can do is stand tall and walk away. And they say, "Oh, lose it," but then when the crowds get bigger and bigger, it's like just who cares? So when they somehow those who just stand up and say, enough. You just have to believe. Because if you stop believing, it's all we can do is just continue onward, do what we do. If they won't do it, they will one day do it to someone else, and that someone else will end it. That's all you have to. We can believe they're gonna take off somebody else, and that's that for them. Excuse me. Kari's on Instagram. Well, you can always see. Once they see this show that you created, and as you enjoyed so very much, I guess that movie and such. This can be changed to Tasty Talk. And right now, this on StreamYard is Tasty Cake Live. And essentially, I can, like I brought you on, and let's see about the other person who has asked me why am I streaming? Why am I streaming? Well, once you get a little more, information from you, because these people here that are commenting, 3 of them are my moderators. 4 of them have been on my talk show, Spill the Geek Tea. So to be asked to come on my show without any backstory, I mean, yes, I have now subscribed to your channel. I have subscribed to your channel, Queen Bouncilia fan, and watched some of the videos. That's quite interesting, I must say. And you have quite a following, more than I do. A little bit less than the timescales. So I just like to have more information, People I chat with, they come and go. We had one that came across many times over, Sam Gloves. He'd always comment, could you put on a pair of gloves while you're doing it? Okay. Could you put on a pair of gloves on top of your gloves? Okay. Could the people that are on the show put on gloves as well? And then came on the timescales one time, and Greg goes, "Oh, you're the one that's stalking Tasty Cake. Or you're the one that's stalking Reverend Amagon." So that was hilarious. I thought that was freaking hilarious. And He disappeared. Nowhere to be found. So I had to go back down here. So but again, spill the geek tea doesn't means, I don't have to be in charge all the time. I say, yes, I'm the showrunner. I'm unlike Russell T Davies, who's written like what 7 of the season 2 stories to get him out there, and like so hopefully this next season will be a big thing based on everything. So unlike season 1, bring more of the sci-fi back into it more than the fantasy, which I was okay with because I guess I was just falling into the in crowd. But then again, it's like, no, I'm me. I do things. I do things that tick people off, and I don't care because that's how I live. Because you can't, was like Ricky Nelson saying, Rick Nelson, about garden party, going to the garden, Madison Square Garden. I went to a garden party and no one knew my name. No one recognized me. I didn't look the same. So I said hello to Mary Lou. She belonged to me. But when I sang a song about a honky tonk, it was time to leave. But it's all right now. I learned my lesson well. You see, you can't please everyone, so you got to please yourself. Na, 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 na. I wanted to sing with Von Bolt. Well, the adversaries, Von Bolt and the adversaries, so I can, be an honorary member. But the residency does not exist anymore. They may come back. Don't know. I had to wait for Lisa to say something. I had to wait for the boss to say something. I wanted to sing with Kitchen Killers, but Billy never responded to me. His name is Kitchen Killers. It's Kitchen Killer. They had a thing. Mm-hmm. So how can you call yourself plural when it's only a single person? And you don't even... And he knows me. And the time I was in Orlando, it's like, anytime, no message. Looked every freaking day. I could not sing with him. And it was like, it was a big thing for me. Like, I can sing with Billy Floyd, but it didn't happen. So whatever. Would I change this? Well, let's see. If I won't be able to do this after May. We're going to keep it down to 2 hours. If I'm on StreamYard, which I'm going to keep it on StreamYard. I like it StreamYard better because I can still focus on if anyone pops in on Facebook. The one strange person on Twitch, rather than just being on YouTube and have the whole freezing thing, which has happened for 3 weeks in a row. The chat still exists, but just a whole frozen thing. No, and here I can, if I keep it down to 2 hours, done. Or do a part 2. Instagram, you can only do 1 hour, then you do another show, you do another, you load it up again. People do that, so there's no stopping me from saying, okay, 2 hours, I need to end this show. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Start another show. We just continue onward. That can happen. So I wasn't planning on being this late again. I was still trying to get through all the notes. So would I change? Should I, might change the title of the show to, Tasty Talk instead of Tasty Cake Live. Same difference, but this is essentially Tasty Talk. This is me talking because Spill the Geek Tea, I don't talk that much. I let everyone else talk. I play Candy Crush Soda Saga. I'm doing other things. I'm listening, but I'm still in control. Unlike The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS, which you can't get a word in edgewise. The last show, did I get mentioned? No. I went into the chat. I brought up YouTube. I texted in there because I can't chat through there. I can't chat through StreamYard. I have to go through YouTube and either spill the geek tea, and I switch to Tasty Cake. I just because everyone knows they see me on there, they see me make a message here, and they know we have fun that way. If I can't get a word in edgewise, it's on the chat, and that usually happens because as my brother said, how could you show? I said, well, yeah, because they're it's Doctor Who. That's still because I had the channel. I did my videos. I said I'm going to get back to the videos. Maybe not Monday because I really need to clean up in here. I'm going to try to throw in a couple videos like I did before. I used to make a video a day, so I'm going to try. I'm going to build the videos again. I want this channel to build up again. It's stuck at 1283, so I would love to see 1300. I love to see 1333. I love to see 3333. No, that's crazy. But I would like to get that extra numbers to go to 1300. Just say, okay, I accomplished that much. I'm posting again and get that watch hours because I need 3,000 more watch hours to be monetized. Like maximum 3,000 here, 4,000 for the one below it. Like just to see I accomplished it one way or another. I'm good. But this, for Tasty Talk, this is it. This is what my original concept was. I wanted to get to that level, which I can have one person interview. When YouTube said once you reach that level, you can interview like one other person, and that was going to be Mark and I talking back and forth. And then like you have so much time to interview other people, something like that, the whole link thing. But then when like Adam has Video Ninja on his OBS studio, but I think OBS you got to pay for it. Like enough, I will pay this and that, but figure that out. Because I'm gonna have to start doing that. In May, I had to start earning my keep. That's it, earning my keep. That's the term. But this can become Tasty Talk, and maybe I'll allow people every so often. Let's put up that other message. Queen Bonsalina fan, I'm watching your channel. You sound like youngsters. Are any of you over 18 by any chance? And just some advice when you're trying to get on other channels, use a camera. I don't allow anyone on my channel that doesn't show their face. Just saying. See, that's why I have my moderators and co-hosts. Yeah. Yes, that was that stream when you said, "Oh, you're the stalker. You're the one that stalks Reverend Emigon." That was it. He left here and then he went to that episode, and that was it. Sam Gloves disappeared. It was weird stuff. That's some weird, wild stuff. All you can do is find, what makes you happy. Went to a garden party. Yeah, Stone Canyon Band, 1972. Yeah, you can make people accountable for the actions. Most people don't expect it and usually out it. And that's, I wish I did that long ago. But there's always consequences no matter what you do. You ask the universe, everything else. No. Wednesdays and Saturdays are Tasty Talk. Because, I'm not talking much. Now, Pedro will do most talking, and I'll bring in the conversation. I'll come in as what's the terminology? Wingman. I'll be the wingman on tomorrow's episode. The week after, it's Jay took control of it, and the week after, Mark took control of it. So, and if I did thought of the title the first time, yes, but there's no way I'm making new banners. Is spill the geek, spill the geek tea is a thing. A bunch of geeks are spilling things falling in the background, and I always have a cup of tea, even though it's now covered with papers, so I can't even use a prop right now. Now, Friday night is Friday Night Insomnia with Kenzo's Creations. Saturday nights are Oz's Clubhouse. Sunday night is Build the Geek Tea. I throw in Wednesday for Tasty Talk and Saturday. So I may change it. Just remind me. Some things I don't remember. It's not that I choose to forget. I just forget. Bullies are just, wimps. Bullies are wimps. And that's why I took charge. Like, no. I wish I took charge a long time ago and stood up to them and saying, you know what? Sometimes I cursed at it. I was like, you're not supposed to curse at them. Like, well, that's how I learn. And also new Taekwondo. So get one guy black eye. Mahjong. And yeah, don't worry about it. We'll intervene. If you feel, just take a step back. You use a prop just as you're drinking something. Then we'll come in through. I already posted on Legend of Trying Guitars chat. I posted on Facebook. No one's watching on Facebook. That's what gets me nowhere into that. All right. I'm posting freaking 4 hours on Facebook and no one's watching. My 1,000 plus friends not watching. That's that just grinds my gears. It just grinds my gears. Yeah, don't take a step back, breathe, or anything you want to like, any notification that you want to do that, we'll just step in. We'll make conversation. That's what the thing is about. It's talking things out, geeking out. Now, Tasty Talk would represent me taking complete control. This is me taking complete control. So besides me babbling on for friggin' 4 hours just alone. I mean, when I first did the thing, there's some shows I did for like half an hour because no one was watching. I just talking things out. Now everyone's people are on here talking about things. Like, I always had to find a way of trying things. For me, it's meditation, music. The one I had last night made me think about that beautiful woman that Kenny and I were talking about. Oh, mercy. But they say if you go, it boosts your nitrogen oxide. Like cows do the same thing, and the cats do the purr. The cat's in a cradle with a silver spoon, little boy blue and a man on the moon. When you coming home, son, I don't know when. We'll get together then, Dad. We'll have a good time then. Anything to help the bowls, the tuning forks. I was going to give one to my ex in Florida, which I forgot. Again, I should have brought the computer. The whole thing of bringing the computer up here, taking the parts, of putting the parts together, making one big, better computer. I get the whole. I don't have a manual, so manual is probably it has to be somewhere online. But you put on these all the parts in your body that you need. Like if I put it on my back where it hurts, I can get it right in the spot. Oh, wrong side. The vibrations. Oh my god, that felt so good. It's all about them good vibrations, those sweet sensations. Yes, I always do. I mean, on Saturday nights, I usually go 4 hours. That's how I roll. But I no, it was 8:30. Oh my god. I got to play Hero Wars. I will surpass my mail for today. I'll do it tomorrow when I get home before we get to the show. But in Hero Wars, I want to get the rest of that cake. This is the anniversary of Hero Wars. So yeah, I can go on for well, Good Vibrations by the Beach Boys, but Good Vibrations by Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch, when he's showing that ripness of him and that the video vixen on there. Oh, she was a nice, especially that one that Kenny and I were talking about last night. I just don't want to jinx it because I want to get that thing and the thing that I got to. So I can like, yeah. Okay, everyone, here we go. Nope, I caught up with the chat, and now there's another viewer. Oh, oh, give me a second. My uncle's on the phone, so I'm gonna mute for a second. Okay, why is sky blue? Look it up on the internet. What is the price of tea in China? No idea. Yeah, but she's messing things up. She doesn't listen. Probably Alzheimer's. Again, nature versus nurture. That's why I'm screwed up in the head. 333. Whoa. Tonight's Powerball is 444 million. Yeah, that's when the anger comes. Let's see here. There's Thanos. So there's Thanos. Where's the glove? You can't even see the glove next to his sloth. Okay. From this angle, you can't see the glove. Okay, I need to fix that. Mm-hmm. Because trying to make things happen a certain way, and then screwed up her phone and says she needs a new phone. It's like, no, the fact someone does something wrong and they blame other people for their fault, or they blame technology for their fault. Like, tell them to do certain things, certain way, and they don't want to listen. He's like, well, I need a new phone. Like, no, this is why I get angry. That's why I rant. This is why I'm screwed up in the head. I admit, I hate my life. And it's doing things like this that keep me calm. And these Lance Captain wafers, grilled cheese, delicious. Not during a review because it's been on forever. Don't say Ray. We have problems with a guy named Ray. Mm-hmm. Both. So I say, well, the car's not working. Yeah, because you're not putting it right. You keep slamming the card in there. But at times we had the technology issues too. I mean, all the computer problems I had, like parts breaking, the creative software, which because I have the drive, the device and the computer, it died, and I switched it to the other one, but the thing still exists. And if I try to delete, if I try to go against the not do the update, it screws it up. So I'm afraid to even take it out. So, well, it should be able to just delete the whole thing. I'm afraid that if I go on there, we can't hear the volume control again. It's like, how to get us back and then bring it to Best Buy. And they said, well, we have to do the whole Windows thing again. It's like, you do not have to do the Windows thing again. You only do the Windows thing when you need Windows 11. Well, when I bring the computer to get the Windows 11 put in, I'll say, take out that device, that creative device. Delete, because I'm using Realtek. I have them check the sound when they're there. Okay, 3 hours and 40 minutes. I hate this. Okay, there we go. So I still have not created a banner. I'm going to do it now. Let's see, youtube.com/@ spill the geek tea #1. Move that sucker way to the top. So please like, subscribe, share, comment on Spill the Geek Tea under youtube.com/@spillthegeektea.com. Under /@spillthegeektea1. You see, I'm already frustrated. You can catch Greg on the timescales as well as Spill the Geek Tea at timescales. You can catch Mark Candyman on Legend of the Triumphant TARDIS. I do not have that banner on here because we already have 56,000 subscribers. And I'm the sister show, and so nothing. The Spill the Geek Tea is a sister show, but spin-off show from this show. Catch him on Instagram You catch Pedro on x.com/sliders 8600. See, you can catch my sometimes co-host. Maybe he'll pop in more when Dave does his thing. Talk about more advanced After Dark shows at Kenzo's Creations on YouTube. Thank you, Mary, for popping in. Thank you. Thank you. Got some good grilled cheese there. Thank you, Queen Bounce Leah Fan. Because I can. And, tell us more about yourself. So, like with Greg, if you go on his show, you need to have a face to you, show you who you are. Me, I'm willing to bend. One time, I brought in someone I've known for quite a while who's on the chat on Legend of the Driving TARDIS and friend on Facebook. I brought in for one show for the LA Fire show. And she said she can only spend. First, she said, "Where's Christian?" That's why I threw that picture of Christian up. Said, "There he is." And she made a comment about a horrific storm, and she said she had no memory of it. Then she left because the plumber came. So, I'll give one more chance. So, if you have something to say, I'll bring you on. Yeah, just I put you in the front and put you in the front thing with the cover and the screenshot, but never asked to be on the show again. I put it out there when they said we'll do pizza show. I get these shows coming. If more people want to be on it, sure. Talk about pizza, have something to talk about, sure. I'll give a second chance. But you have to, state what you're doing. So that's me taking control of both shows. Spill the Geek Tea, I will allow people to be on the show. On here, it's me. I will adjust it. When we go, because the way things are, we go to core version of StreamYard. Take 2 hours. Shoot, I may even do more shows during the week. I don't want to go 4 hours. I want to go do something else. I really want to play the game. So, I got to work tomorrow, but I do the Wednesday thing in the afternoon. I can do Thursday. I can do Friday. I can make adjustments. So, I can still have. I will probably change this to Tasty Talk, as it is me, Tasty, talking. But I might bring in people to talk, so we'll see. But maybe a third time will be a charm. Maybe I will adjust next time. We'll see. And if someone has something to say, on here, about, you want to join the show, what do you want to talk about? I give you a chance. I'll be like Johnny Carson, say, if you have something in there, so I'll think about it. It's all about, and I can do that. I can do 2-hour shows a day. I can do, part 2. Those, so saving everything for 2 shows. I do a show every day just to now get my screen time on. Because it's live, it doesn't save anything. I don't think it saves anything in the library. Yes, it does save in the library. So I need to, when the time comes, I will adjust. I will delete old shows, not the broadcast, just the show. Yeah. Well, we may have lost Mark because of his computer. Like, God, that's universe needs to stop doing this to Mark. It needs to help him out. You know, the car and the computers and the hacking. No, universe, I implore you, universe, help the Candyman. He deserves it. He's a good man. Stop raining on his parade. Yeah, so tomorrow, I'll be in the studio after 5 o'clock. I may be doing other things, but I'll be in the studio at 5 o'clock. Just waiting, and we'll go from there. We have plenty of time to prepare. Doing the live shows. So I should have been said already. I've been doing live shows forever today. I've been doing Facebook Live, Instagram Live, YouTube Live, now StreamYard Live for these shows. Yeah, it's all good. We'll figure it all out. And that's some good grilled cheese. I tell you what, that's some good grilled cheese. Well, thank you all for being here. For now, Wednesday, besides tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Eastern, live through Spill the Geek Tea, live studio, because I did not know how to do it, and I went through another route. Again, learning. We'll jump in the other studio for Spill the Geek Tea live, which, yeah, Greg, you need to send him the link, or I'll send him a link. Greg, you send him the link, because it's not the same link as the other link. We got the second studio because I didn't know what I was doing, and create a new studio for the live shows for Spill the Geek Tea. So send him the link for Spill the Geek Tea live, and we'll work it out there. We'll work everything out. Everything will be good. Cool. Because then we can do all the whole sharing things like so let's see about this person here. $1.84 subscribers. So I give a shout out to Queen Bouncelia fan. Check her out. See how things go. See if everything is kosher. We'll go from there. Where's my thing? And one more presenting thing. No, it's the Spill the Geek Tea live studio. Oh, the settings. Never mind. I don't think I want to share it. I don't have anything else on there. I guess your browser has blocked your screen. Click the screen icon in your address bar to allow access, then reload the page. Yeah, I don't want that. I'm going to can I bring up another studio? See if I can do this real fast. Yeah, it's under load more. It's under reusable studios, under load more, Spill the Geek Tea live, invite guests. Let me see if I can do. Give me a second. I'm done. I got to play a game for 5 minutes. Everyone's sending me notices I didn't know about. Everyone's sending me messages I didn't know about here. Oh, I didn't even see that. I saw message deleted. I didn't even. I did not see a message from 518 there. From 518? 518. I started at 518. 5, 6, 8. Today it no, it was 6:31. 6:30. I'm gonna go real fast. 6:31. I did not see anything at 6:31 real fast, but I'm going to end the stream because I've too much of life is interfering with what I'm supposed to be doing right now. Let's see. Let's see. 6 Sergeant Dick Wiener. There was okay, I'm trying to see. Some things just won't go through, so I don't. I didn't see anything. Anyway, it's late. I'm done. Thank you all for being here. Tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern, and then my other thing. I didn't see it. Maybe YouTube filtered it or StreamYard did because I didn't see it on StreamYard. Well, all done. I did see something said deleted. I don't know. Anyway, that's enough of that. Almost 4 hours. Prepare for tomorrow. Need a little bit of Hero Wars. So, good night, everybody, and always remember, time waits and turns slowly.